Hello everyone, welcome to the Lost Harbor. I'm your host and your DM, Nitsify, and we have 4 of our players here. You know what? Fuck it, we're gonna try this a little bit different with the introductions. Mollis, go for it, man.
What?
Yeah, that's Acrid. Thanks, man. Chrono.
Please help me.
Yeah, that's Dylan. We have Usagi.
It's Usagi.
Usagi! That's Reed. And we have Ublex.
What's up?
I fucking love the dead silence every time. Because it always makes me wonder, did she go? Did she leave? What happened?
I was like in the middle of eating something.
You have actively walked away before, so it's not impossible that it happens. That you just say, fuck it. I'm not
imagine
needed.
you're just peacefully eating your sandwich, and then all of a sudden, this asshole says, "Talk in your character now."
Honestly, I think I've only heard Ublex speak, like, actually in character, like, one time through telepathy, and it was so fucking high-pitched, if I remember. I don't even remember. Was that right?
You know, I don't even know. I low-key don't even know what I want Ubek's voice to be.
That's fair. You can figure it out as you go on. It's okay.
For what it's worth, what you
I don't
have
know how
right
to
now
channel
is
that
pretty
they-them
funny.
energy.
That they-them energy? That's actually fair. I mean, I guess...
they-them energy.
I mean, just think about it like this, right? It's a plasmoid. They're not really that tall. Like, you can kind of base some stuff ideas off that straight away, probably. I don't know. That's me, at least.
Hola, mi amigo.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now you're getting the right idea.
Perdón para mi Ella.
Yeah.
Ublex is bilingual?
What'd you say?
I think I said that wrong.
Did you say bilingual or illegal?
I
trying to
heard
say
Ublex is
bilingual.
illegal.
What?
What the fuck? Okay.
Nailed it.
Anyway, we need to go so I find out if Usagi dies in session 3.
All
My
right.
prediction is that I die.
Well, don't tell me your prediction, bitch.
I only have
kidding.
6 health.
My prediction is Ublex finds a wife and that
Damn.
makes kids.
Damn.
Conceived speedrun?
Can plasmoids have? You know what? I don't want to know.
would
I mean,
assume
they can if you try hard enough.
Don't plasmoids just reproduce by like mitosis or something?
Yeah, they're
Probably.
similar to snails. That's how I actually run it. Like, jokes aside. So it's like an asexuality type of like they just kind of
Wait,
reproduce
snails like
themselves.
stab each other with their redacted.
Okay,
see
well maybe
whoever
I'm not
wins.
thinking of snails. Is it slugs? There's a like.
That's a flatworm, actually.
That's
Damn.
a flower. I thought it was also a snail.
I don't know how snails do it.
Basically, they just recreate. That's what I know without needing a mate. That's what I'm thinking of.
Did you know that
Whatever animal
barnacles
that
had
is.
the biggest ratio?
Okay. Well, let's actually get into this.
Who feels like starting the session?
Google start a session. Yeah, it's a boss fight you guys are walking into. So, in case for those who may have forgotten, last
Or
episode.
weren't here.
What?
Or weren't here.
Yeah, for those who weren't here, go watch the last episodes. For those who were here and need a reminder, in the last session and in the last episode, this is what happened. You guys embarked finally from Whiteside on session 1 and arrived at Hemfine on session 2. You encountered a completely destroyed and distraught town. As the ports were destroyed, bodies could be found in the water, and people seemed to be enslaved by a bunch of pirates called the Blank Pirates that had taken over the island. Chrono and Mollis looked around and found some old bounty posters of themselves, though Mollis is more new, Chrono's is a lot more on the old side, as in like, who knows how long it's been in there, in those file cabinets. Usagi went through the prison area and kind of looked around, snooped around a little bit, got a little bit of extra money on the side, and found some stuff for himself. Ublex broke into people's homes, talked to a person who was terrified for their life, found out there was a mines, told nobody, and then slimed out of a window. You eventually regrouped together, talked with each other, and chose that you wanted to fight, or at least get rid of a hostage, out of the Blank Pirates, capture. As you had found, as Mollis specifically, had found a drow completely bloodied and bruised and probably dying. in a dark alleyway. You treated them up, took him over to Benjamin where he's at the ship, left him there to kind of recuperate, while the four of you tried to sneak into the church where you guys knew that most likely it was either that or the house on the left where the enemies were kind of hiding away at. And that's when things got a little messy as you guys tried to set a building on fire, a completely wooden shack, on fire. There was nobody in there. It was completely already kind of somewhat destroyed. But he set it on fire to kind of lure some of the pirates out of the church because they had kind of been chilling there, just using it as like a home basically. A bunch of them, specifically 15, rushed out, and 10 out of the 15 noticed Mollis as he rolled a nat 1 in stealth. So 5 of them would go put the fire out, and the other 10 have been slowly trying to get to Mollis, and they have finally gotten onto the roof at the end of the episode. So 4 of them are already dead and or burning. The other 6 are trying. Meanwhile, in the process, the others got into the church, and some things went afoot. Chrono went to the right through the hallways, checking room from room, while Usagi started to loot the church, and Ubux kind of just chilled. They were just having a little moment. They were bobbing. They were just jiggling. They were having a good time.
They were doing the Fortnite default dance.
Basically, yeah.
I
Usagi...
do not want to imagine a fucking slime just extending its body
Yep.
to default dance.
If series like ever gets fan art, I hope it's just all Ooblex, because I think there's some really funny things you could do with the character.
There's a lot of
That's
things you can
fair.
do with Flex. Okay.
You can do literally anything.
That,
There's no limit.
yeah,
'Cause it's
that
a slime.
Yeah.
You can make any appendage I ever wanted.
Oh man, Ublex is literally just
Make a
fan
gun.
service.
Make a gun.
Well,
Shoot,
that one piece,
fire
that one
slime
bit
at
through
people
his
at a high
character, I
velocity.
I want to say yes and yes to both what both people were saying there at the same time. I comprehended both of that.
Good job, because I sure as fuck
Thank
didn't.
you. Slime gun, brilliant idea. Love the fangirl. You have to have fan service. This is true. But finally, Chrono going through the hallway while Usagi found an amulet. Chrono went from door to door checking and finally opened the door, seeing the captain of the Blank Pirates and the quartermaster, and with the hostage. He ran out the room, slamming the door, hearing laughing behind him, ran to a different room, boarded himself in, trying to hide. The quartermaster tried to come into the room. He had blankets thrown over his head. Chrono ran out with Usagi, who was also, during that time, was approached by an old friend of his, who kind of just daunted the fact that she stole something very valuable and just kind of dipped. And the final pieces being the fact that Ublex tried to grab the captain's nuts and rolled a nat 1 and got teleported into the air, splatting onto the ground, taking fall damage, just like Fortnite. And a big old dialogue between Chrono and the captain kind of began. A little bit of a back and forth before finally getting shot in the back with an arrow from the rogue. And if I remember correctly, a torch was thrown at him. He didn't catch on fire though, but a torch was thrown at him from afar by Mollis.
Which, that torch is now still burning on the ground. If that becomes a problem, not my fault.
Don't worry, that's going to be getting rolled over time within each round, so don't you worry.
Yay!
Oh,
I
man.
created a problem.
Now, as you guys may remember, you guys are currently, everybody is on the ground as the boss is kind of looking down at you guys because he teleported Chrono off. And now it's a stare down. Everybody, roll initiative.
Holy shit, I'm dancing.
There we go.
Hell yeah.
And
I'm
let's go,
fucking
Desplot.
bopping to this one. I like this fucking song.
Mr.
brings back the
DM, your boy
memories.
got a 19.
All right, it's an 18, baby.
Okay. So I'm going to be writing these down on my phone because how I personally prefer to do it because I tried messing around with the torn order thing and on Roll20. It actually broke down on me last time. So until I can get it to work for me properly, for now, we're going to do it like this. So, Chrono, you have a 19, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Usagi, you got an 18, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Ublex, what'd you get?
An 8.
Ooh, blacks roll better. Okay.
Yes!
Malice.
Everybody hates me!
It does. It really does. Okay. Malice, what'd you get?
I got a dirty 16.
Dirty 16. Okay. I need to put. Oh my god, phone. Now's not the time. I will throw you across the room like your mother
Phone
never
dice.
knew you. Okay. I'm gonna put all the pirates into one big initiative for you guys, so that way it doesn't take forever for you guys. And okay. So they're rolling off of the initiative of the captain here, and they only got a dirty 9. So
Still faster than Ooblex.
sad. And the hostage will have their own separate initiative, so we'll just give them a flat roll. They rolled insanely well. They tie with Chrono. Chrono, you go first though, because you actually have an initiative bonus.
Yeah.
All right. And it starts up. Chrono, you are the first one on the chopping block. How are we kicking up this fight?
All right. First, let's get something straight. So you know how like in the Pokemon anime, Ash turns his hat backwards, and then all of us were like, "Oh shoot, he's getting serious." Chrono's gonna put on his goggles. You know, he's gonna get serious first.
Okay.
And
okay.
next, okay, so this is like a how high is this roof exactly?
I'd say it's the second story. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a big brain here. What is the height of the second story? Because I don't want to tell you wrong. A second story height. What is the height of second story? That is around 18 to 20 feet tall. So we're gonna say around like 18.
Okay, so this is a general assumption, but Chrono probably couldn't jump up there.
What is your strength?
Then again, my strength is 18.
I say that if you roll an athletics check, you could probably get it. If you roll well enough.
Okay, I have a +6. I'm willing to give this a shot, so
Hell yeah.
move here first, position myself. All right. And just to be clear, you said athletics?
Yes, athletics.
Boom. What's a 14 get me?
A 14, yeah, so you can hop up there barely. It'll take all your movement because you're doing that, so you'll be able to hop up onto the roof.
Okay,
It's just
so-
that, you know, it's not the cleanest one. It's a little fumbly. Like, you're hoping to probably just be able to land directly on your feet, but it's more like you kind of grab the edge and pull yourself up, basically.
Got it. So I'll just say right here is good.
Yep, that's completely fine. You're side by side with Hannibal himself.
All right, and
Halmar.
I'm going to try to attempt what I did not do last week, and I am going to stab him with my pirate cutlass. So.
All right, go ahead and try.
Whoopa!
Excellent.
Holy shit, that's a 24.
Yeah, that'll hit, man.
All right. And I get okay, and I got a 5 damage.
All right. Yeah, so you
Literally
do
got
that
a
5 damage.
1. All right.
Now, I should mention that, actually, you know what? Fuck it. No, I'm not going to make you do that. Go ahead. Keep going.
All right. So after Chrono gets up, he kind of fiddles with his glove on his. I think I said it was his left hand, and he just goes for like a stab right into his chest.
All right. Yeah, man. Go for it.
I stab him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Now end my turn.
Yes, sir. All right. I should also remind you, your turn is already ended, but I should just remind you, just in case, that you may forget or something. When it comes to monks, because you are a monk, you can bonus action unarmed strike, if I remember correctly.
Can I? Oh shoot, you're
Yes,
right.
you
I
can.
completely forgot.
But you did use your athletics checks to kind of do that bonus action anyways. So it should be fine. But I'm just letting you know ahead of time for your next turn.
Yeah, that's a fair compromise.
All right, so next up, if I remember correctly, I'm going to re-pull it up. It's the hostage, actually, funny enough. So you know that the hostage was in the room with the quartermaster at the time. And Ooblex, you would see that she is beginning to sneak behind the quartermaster, as she can cover that distance. And she is going to try and grapple him.
Oh.
And that is a nat 20.
Yeah.
So
that's 20 for hostage.
So you can see that the quartermaster is starting to reach for his scimitar at the time, and as he's beginning to pull it out of his, out of its holster, you see that she kind of just grabs on to like from behind, basically grabbing what I guess technically underneath the shoulders and lifting his arms up, basically, and kind of just curling her arms around him, basically so he can't move his upper body.
Yeah, that fuck with somebody.
Yeah. And she just kind of yelled at Oobleck, just a simple, "Come on, you need to do something. I'm not much help. I'm unarmed." That's her turn, but she's trying. Next
Do
up,
what you couldn't do to the captain.
you got this, buddy. Next up is Usagi.
Alright. Okay. So I'm going to use my bonus action to I'm going to use my bonus action to turn myself invisible.
Okay.
You never know. I might need that, especially in this instance.
Gone.
Yes, sir.
Question is, does that mean I have cover?
So technically, you wouldn't have cover. However, he does have disadvantage on seeing you. If he does finally succeed in a perception check on each round that he has, then eventually he'll just know where you're at. But during this time, your sneak attacks will proc while you're invisible.
Good. Okay. Okay, good. So, let me see here. Trying to figure out what would be good cover. Would this be... What is this? Is this an object? I can't tell what that is.
Yes. It's kind of just like a weird hay bale that kind of got put out to the side.
Would hiding behind that be considered cover?
I'd say it's cover, yeah. It's like a half cover, because he does have like the height advantage on you as he is on top of a building, but yeah.
Okay. Anyway, alright. So I'm gonna try and shoot him in the face.
Alright, you got this, man.
Here we go.
Because I'd say just give it a flat roll, because while you're at a disadvantage because you're on the ground, at the same time you're also hidden. Normally you'd have advantage on hitting. So it's just a flat roll.
Okay. Let me see here. Hey, that's 25!
Hey, that's gonna hit, my dude.
And that comes with the sneak attack, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Does it? Okay, excellent. Okay. That is... Oh my god, really? That...
What'd you get?
Max? Okay, I got max on both of the d6s, so that's 16 damage to this guy.
16?
Nice.
Nice.
Yes.
Alright, my dude. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, so you see as you shoot this arrow, and it just kind of like, at like a slant, basically goes flying up, and just kind of like rips into that right shoulder of his a bit.
Ooh.
You see him just kind of grit his teeth, but that smile's not fading.
Yay.
Okay.
He's
I
a
guess that's
grooming
my
man.
turn. Okay.
Yeah, that's your turn.
Right.
Alright, so next up, my phone, if you would stop falling asleep, thank you. Mollis, what do you have, my dude?
Alright, so I've got 6 people in front of me that I kind of need to deal with.
This is very true.
Yeah, this is not a, alright, I'm gonna go run over there and deal with that guy. This is a, I get to deal with this problem.
You're looking
'Cause
at
I'm
three.
the only-
You're looking at 3
Okay.
humans. You're
Okay.
looking at 2 elves and a
Okay.
halfling.
Oh, fucking minute. Can I grab the halfling?
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Okay, so here's
And
the
I'm
thing.
grabbing him by the throat. He is a weapon now, if I can.
Okay, so we're gonna roll it like a normal grapple. So if I remember correctly, grapples are unarmed strikes, right? Or are they athletics? Let me double check here.
Probably
It's,
athletic.
they roll off of athletics, usually,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Then we're gonna do it like that then. And I'll
Oh,
do
this-
research about it later on. I didn't have time to check into it because I knew you wanted to do this type of stuff. I'm gonna check into it probably later on so we can confirm it later on. But for now, we're just gonna run it as athletics.
I think it is athletics, because that's normally
Okay.
how you, because you're trying to fight for control over a person.
All right, cool. Then yeah. So yeah, just go and roll for an
Great.
athletics.
It's 4 fucking halfling.
I will. I guess I'll roll
Excellent.
athletics first. Is it just athletics for the athletics, or is it just at your athletics? You're just going.
So
Then
I It makes sense that he'd be fighting. He's not trying to be used as a fucking melee weapon.
That's what I'm thinking. So we're gonna roll athletics versus athletics, but let's be honest.
This is not fair. I am 6'11".
All right, what'd you get, man?
I got a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah. So versus his dirty 9, you grab onto him. You said you want to grab him by the throat.
Basically, yeah. I want to have a really good grip on him for what I'm about to do.
Yeah. So you grab onto him, and you see the halfling like kind of grab with both of his hands like onto your wrist, and he tries to like shake you off, but you're just like you just lift him up with ease. You see him start flailing his legs as he's starting to panic. Just let me down, pull me down, pull me down.
All right. Now, of the people I'm looking at, who looks like they have the worst footing?
You know what? I'd say investigation check, because that's a very detail-oriented thing to be paying attention to.
Now, you might have already placed what I'm about to do to this poor halfling.
I have a feeling.
Okay, that's not a good roll.
Okay.
Well, it's not amazing. It's not amazing. I got a dirty 16. It's not amazing.
Okay, so you better pick up on the one that's obvious. Like there is this one human that's kind of just like he just got up. He's still trying to get his center of balance on it because the roof is like slanted.
Oh, fucking amazing! All right, so
excellent.
I would like to then shake the halfling so he can't like hold on to me.
Okay. Yeah, no, you just do that.
Yeah, and then I want to reel back, smile at them, and then hurl the halfling at the human.
All right. You know what? Because you got the athletics, I'm not even going to make your roll to hit. I'm going to say that the athletics is the to hit. Because I think because to me right now that makes sense. It's also
it's a halfling.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. We're just gonna roll it like that for now. And later on, I'll retouch up on how the stuff works. But yeah, for now, you pick up that halfling. You shake him like a soda can. And then this human, who's finally got to his balance, looks up as he's like trying to like pull his rapier out of his like holster, like it's really just stuck in there. He looks up as he's still tugging at it and just goes, "Oh shit!" And then just
fucking incredible.
And the two of them fall off the second-story building. So that's like 20 feet as they fall to the ground.
Fucking hell yeah! I know I'm about to get smacked for like most of my health, but I was like, how can I remove as much of a problem as possible? It's either I'm Sparta kicking half of them off or I'm throwing someone.
Oh man. Okay.
Very creative, I'll give you that.
Is that the end of your turn?
I was so bonus action grab I was assuming, and then my action was to throw him. Or
yes.
Okay, yeah, so that's my turn. I can't do anything else.
Alright. So, you would see that is now the pirates' turns. It will take one turn for the pirates that are dealing with the burning building to deal with that. So they're still spending a turn just putting out that fire right now. So those 5 you don't have to worry about for now.
Fucking grand.
We're gonna go, since we're already talking about mobs, we're just gonna get straight back into it. These other like few pirates that are up here, which was originally 6 up here, now down to 4, as there's not only 2 humans, 2 elves. That's it. You see that these guys just unleash like a barrage of swings at you. That's kind of how they fight. They fight in one unison, as they are a pirate crew fighting together.
Yeah,
They're gonna roll it to hit.
Oh boy.
And I'm pretty sure that will miss you. That is an 11.
Are you
That
serious?
will miss.
Yeah, that is a dirty 11. So you see as these 4 are just kind of swinging for your head, but it's so unsynchronized. At one point, one of the humans swing the sword at the same time that an elf does, and their swords just clash with each other. Like, these buffoons are so fucking stupid. They don't communicate. Like, at one point, one of the elves start yelling at one of the other humans. Like, it's a whole thing. It's just not working out for them in the slightest. Now, you would look... Now we're gonna go over to Halimar, Chrono, and Usagi. You would see that that Halimar would just kind of look down at, just kind of looked at Chrono and just go, "Well, aren't you quite the little fellow? you jump over to here, thinking that you could just make any jump. You failed that, didn't you? Couldn't even get onto the top without a full jump. Had to grab onto a ledge. Well, at least you're entertaining, I'll give you that much. Including your little rabbit friend.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Words from a murderer don't really mean much in my book.
Oh, trust me, I'm not just that. I'm so much more. And he's going to roll the hit, as does a dirty 16 hit your AC.
Shit, that meets it.
Okay.
So,
As
how do you want to do? Is it like Taigo to defender, or?
with D&D 5e, it goes to the attacker.
Darn,
So-
fair enough.
Yeah, otherwise there have been a few times where y'all wouldn't have hit Halimar either.
Fair enough.
So that being said, you'd see that he'd swing his longsword over and just take like a just swipe. Like a just swinging horizontal swipe at your gut.
Oh.
Just kind of slashing. And
No, that's where I store my food.
yeah, man, I know, it's pretty crazy. As
Shit.
he does 7 slashing damage. That is-
7?
he rolled
Shit,
well.
alright.
Yeah. For those who don't know, he uses a longsword that does a D8 plus 5. He's not two-handing it. If he two-handed it, it would be a D10, and that's where things get dicey.
That's not good.
And then
We
his
don't
bonus.
have health for that.
I really don't.
Yeah.
I could very realistically one-shot all of us if I get a good enough roll.
Well,
Trust
not-
me, if y'all-
well, not me. I mean, well,
If y'all get enough damage on him, and I'm pretty sure y'all easily can, it won't be a problem.
Well, if Usagi, right?
yes.
Usagi, cool. If Usagi keeps getting sneak attacks, we'll be fine.
Yep.
I'm
Alright.
invisible. You won't have to worry about that.
By the way, Usagi, since you went invisible, I'm going to need you to roll a stealth, so that way I can know if you
Okay.
can beat your stealth or not with his perception.
Well.
That's
He's-
21.
All right, so for this turn,
Yeah.
he cannot find you. It takes a bonus action for him to kind of look around for you. If he didn't have to roll with disadvantage, he would have had you. But because he's rolling with
Uh-oh.
disadvantage, he didn't get you yet.
Yes.
All right. So that is the end of Halimar's turn, as then comes the quartermaster. The quartermaster is going to try and break out of this current grapple scenario that is going on. And I'm going to go and roll this. All right, that is his athletics versus... Yeah, shit. Okay, so with his bonus action, you would see that he kind of just slowly outforcing the hostage. Just manages to completely break out of the grapple just out of sheer strength alone.
Damn.
Yeah.
As he just kind of like snaps her arms out of the way and then shoves her back to get her off of him. And he would just kind of swing back to the hostage and go, "You really shouldn't have done that." And he is going to take a swipe at her with his scimitar as he immediately swings with it. And oh my god, it is a nat 20. That
She's
is
fucking
fucked.
dead.
So you
That's dead.
So here's the thing with nat 20s. Nat 20s do double damage when they hit. So, I'm going to roll the damage here. I'm going to use physical dice for this instead of digital dice like I did last time. Okay. That is... Oh, ow. Yeah, no, she's downed as he takes a swing at her and does 16 slashing damage. As she just kind of fumbles back, just kind of clutching her like chest where he basically swung at, doing like a horizontal swing.
Oblex, we need you to get an emotional flashback so you can beat this guy.
Please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I can't help with this.
No, that's completely fair. Yeah, she just kind of stumbles back, clutching her chest, and she just kind of falls to the ground. She is just seeing stars right now, and there is definitely blood coming straight away. That is the end of his turn. As Ublex, it is now your turn.
Punch him in the ass.
I already risked it, guys.
Fucking runs.
My back. No, my back.
She moved her icon really far away on the map, for those who don't know.
I go 400 feet that away. Ooh.
What's your plan here?
So when I was like tossed, where exactly was I tossed? Am I on the roof right now? Or?
No, so you're still inside. When he did teleport, he
Okay.
basically just teleported to the top of like almost near the roof, and then just kind of dropped you to the ground inside the church. Is what happened. That's why I have your icon where it's placed. I actually kind of placed you where you would have been.
Where's this right here?
So that is like a little outside area. For those who don't know, she's looking more to like eastish, basically. There's a little outside area. You just have to swing the doors open. But it was supposed to have been a garden. Obviously, because it hasn't been tended to for the church, it's wilted. But yeah.
Okay. So if I stand like someone right here, will I be able to have a view of the guy?
Yeah. You just gotta keep the doors open. So is your plan to go outside into the garden and
Alright.
keep the doors open?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the doors open.
Okay.
That 4 HP. Risking it.
I get it. What's your plan here?
Hit him with a Eldritch Blast.
Alright, Eldritch Blast. Go. You know what to do. Roll that to hit.
Oh!
Oh my god, it's a nat 20.
I rolled a nat 20?
Nat 20!
Oh, damn! She
Oh.
actually did get an emotional
So,
flashback.
yeah.
Holy shit!
So,
Holy
go ahead and roll your damage and then double it. And then tell me what that is.
Double the damage?
Yeah, you get a double whatever damage you rolled.
Think of it like as double it and pass it on to the next person.
Oh,
So you-
14 damage.
14 damage. Damn! Okay!
Alright.
Let's go.
Oh!
That makes up for what happened before. Yeah, so,
Yeah, that makes
force
up for the
damage
full
straight to
snap.
the spine.
yeah. Hell yeah. So yeah, you strike him directly in the chest with his Eldritch Blast, and you kind of see him just stumble back, clutching his, literally in his back. So he would normally try and clutch for that area, but because it is like center mass in the middle, he can't. So he kind of just stumbles forward, like almost falling over the lady in the process, and then just kind of swings around. He is absolutely gritting his teeth from that. He is reeling from it.
Let's fucking go.
Fucking
Imagine
man.
seeing a little blob just. You don't know it's looking at you, but it's like in your general direction, and you just hear boom!
I like to imagine Ooblex shapes like the middle finger after the blast.
I just pictured like he turns around, he looks out, he sees like the dark hallway and then like the doorway, and then there's just lightning and there's a small blob standing there menacingly. Like, hello, motherfucker.
Oh man.
I am fear.
Is that the end of your turn, Ooblex?
Yes, that is.
Okay, so as your turn ends, before round 2 starts, you know what, Mollis, actually out of anyone, Mollis and Chrono, you actually would have sight of this. So you guys can kind of see where your ship is at. You can see that there is a little shine from the crow's nest. As you see something coming at a high speed, and Benjamin has shot his shot. So I'm going to roll to see if he hits. And that, barely misses. As it just as you see this like magic stone come flying by, basically grazing Halamar's like chin.
Oh.
And here, again, Halamar once again just kind of throwing up a cackle. Just going, oh, you have allies too. Oh, is that your ship? Oh, that's a beauty. Oh, that'd be a shame if we blew that up. Oh, that's a beauty.
Chrono is just starting to get pissed off at this guy.
Who's your little friend over there? Is that the one that was walking around with your mother? Oh, what? That's funny.
You're probably a eunuch, aren't you?
Oh, I beg your pardon.
You heard
The
me.
smile is gone.
Oh, you insulted his masculinity.
Oh.
Fortunately, you don't have to worry. You've got a far more masculine person than that guy on your party.
True. You have Benjamin.
Benjamin.
No, me.
Anyways, it's Chrono's turn. What's up, man?
Okay, first I'm gonna shift here just so I'm on a better position. Just for context to the viewers, I was standing like near the edge of the roof, so now he won't like shove me off.
Yeah.
And now I want to go ahead and go in for a sword swing
Okay.
to kick us off. So 1 second. Baba booey. That's a nat 20.
Yeah, that's a nat 20. That's gonna hit, my dude. I want to mention
Excelente.
so go and flavor this however you want, my dude.
Okay,
Oh,
so
damn. Okay.
just to be clear, you said like roll a 1d6 and then multiply it?
Yes.
Multiply by
Yes.
2? Okay, got it. I'll just do it on roll 20 then. Give me 1 second.
So you can also, this is for D&D Beyond, if you roll a nat 20 and if you do the crypt system like we do, just roll it to hit again and then it'll go back to normal. Unless you roll another nat 20.
I might start having everybody roll 20s just so everybody can see the other rolls. That way it's a little bit easier for everybody. But that
I
is
like
sick.
physical.
Okay, that is 16 damage.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
so
yeah,
how
go
I
for
want to
it.
flavor this, so I'm assuming like in between serious attacks, they would just kind of be like clashing swords with each other, is what I imagine.
yeah.
And I like to think after, no, during my Kronos, I bet you're a unit comment. I like to imagine they just kind of have their swords pressed up to each other. And then after his smile drops, Chrono smirks as he gets an idea. How he did it was that he was holding the pirate cutlass with one hand and then supporting it with the other.
Yeah.
He drops the pirate cutlass and catches it with his other hand, moves out of the way so he kind of loses his balance with how
Yeah.
he shifted his longsword weight around and stabs him in the same area that he did earlier, but deeper this time.
All right. Hell yeah, dude.
All right. So
I have a terrible idea.
I have an idea. So could I reflavor my bonus action, my unarmed strike, into something?
Sure. What are you thinking about? Go for
So
it.
I want to drop
him
kick
in the
this
cock.
guy off the roof.
Oh, okay. So that's more than just flavoring.
Since I'm technically gonna make him take fall damage, I'd assume it'll take a bit more than like a normal attack.
Yeah, I think that's a
Also,
little bit
wait,
more than
no,
just a normal
or-
attack.
I mean, actually, wait.
I think.
So,
Ooh, that's a rough one.
yeah, my thought was like, it's an unarmed strike. Yes, technically.
Mhm.
But it's you're only using a bonus action. right,
Yeah.
for that.
I'd say
yeah.
with the main one. With the main one, you could.
Yeah.
Could I substitute it for athletics then?
So yeah, you wouldn't be doing unarmed damage, but you can still try and shove him off.
Yeah.
Alright.
I can mess with that.
All right.
Alright.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
so the bonus. Okay, that makes sense. Bonus action, you just don't get to do damage, but you can still shove.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'm just
Alright, I have a
gonna.
terrible idea.
Alright, I'm just gonna do roll 20 just because I do not trust D&D Beyond for such an
Okay.
important roll.
Oh.
And 14.
He rolled a 20 against yours, so you try and do this drop kick, and when you drop kick his chest, he doesn't budge.
Oh.
He just
All right.
stands
Whoa.
there completely still and just goes,
Okay,
"Is that
Usagi."
really the best you can do?" I was expecting more from
Usagi,
the Titan of Time.
I hope you're ready to catch me after this guy throws me off the fucking roof.
No, I'm gonna shoot him. No, I'm gonna shoot him in the balls before he can do anything. You put that idea in my head with the unit comment. I'm just gonna deliver.
I have an idea.
Alright, that'll do it for this turn in that case.
Okay,
All right.
next up, if I remember correctly, was the hostage. Death save, buddy.
Oh shit.
Okay. Gotcha.
Uh-oh.
Next up is
it a failure?
Usagi. Can't say. By the way,
Oh,
whenever y'all
fuck.
go into death saves, I'm always gonna have you guys tell me what your death save is in my DMs.
Oh, that's bad. Okay. Oh boy, that's gonna add some more tension.
And
to
the
this.
only
Okay.
person who knows she's down is fucking Ooplex.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay.
So wait, whose turn is it?
It is your turn. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to attempt once again to shoot Halar in the. Specifically trying to shoot him in the junk.
Okay. So if you're trying to shoot him in a very specific area, that's like that small. If it was a torso, I'd be like, okay, fair enough. With it being a smaller area, that would be disadvantaged, just because that's a very small target.
Okay, never mind. I'll shoot him in the same shoulder again.
Alright. Understood. I hate to be that way, but it is one of those things where really
That's
small
fine.
targets is kind of hard to hit.
That's a 13.
You know, that does not hit.
Shit.
Yeah, that sadly will not. I was like, do I just give it to him? Nah, no, I can't be doing that. That's how I used to DM. Nah, I'm knocking that. Okay, so
Anything else I can do? I don't think so.
bonus action you can use for like any like checks if you have something in mind, but like that might be all that you can do as like a rogue, because you don't have to worry about doing bonus action hide because you're already hidden because of invisibility.
Yeah. No, I can't do anything else.
All right. Yeah, so if that's the end of your turn, next up is Mollis.
So here's my first question, Mr. DM.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any loose shingles or anything on the floor around me that I can
Alright.
see?
So, that's actually a good question. I would say that
If there's not, I can make them loose. I've got the weight for it.
honestly, I don't think that's necessary, because with how well they've, kind of destroyed this town, even the houses that they've taken care of, like this one, they're still going to be a little fucked up. So I'd say there's probably still some like loose shingles.
Okay, so would it be possible for me to grab a handful of them and just really reel back, and just chuck them, chuck them at this man.
Oh, so you want to chuck it at the captain from like afar?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what you can do is that you just kind of stomp her.
Can I grab I want to grab one good shingle and fucking hurl it at him.
Yeah, so we'll have you roll an athletics check to try and throw it at this man. Basically what you do is that you see that there's this one really loose and pretty chunky like shingle. You just slam your foot down on like the corner of it and it just flips up and you just catch it.
So these four pirates see me look at them, go, I don't worry about you. Stomps the shingle up, grabs it, and just hurls the shit.
Yeah,
I
basically.
don't care about you four.
Yep.
And that is a natural 13 plus 9.
Okay.
So 22.
That will hit, yes. What I'll do, because it's a shingle, I'm gonna say that it's just like an unarmed strike, basically. So I guess just roll like a d6 for the damage.
I'll roll my teeth damage.
Well, you're not biting down
D6.
on the guy. Yeah.
It's a d6. It's the best. It also it's piercing, I guess.
For this, it would technically be bludgeoning, but yeah, if you're biting him, it would be piercing.
Yeah. So there's 9 damage to likely his side or wherever the shingle just impacts.
All right, yeah. So like you chuck this thing like a fucking frisbee, it goes spinning around and just kind of like slams into like, because he's having to have his back to you because he's dealing with Chrono right now. You literally just strike him in like the upper shoulder like area of the back.
Oh hell yeah!
Sick.
And it just like upon impact, just kind of like you hear it just like smash into smithereens as it like just kind of rolls off the roof. And he definitely grunts. Chrono can definitely hear it.
Yay!
Chrono grins
fucker.
at his pain.
All right.
And then I went to that was my action because I'm assuming because I did just yeet a fucking shingle 40 feet.
Yeah.
I would like to then use my bonus action and kick the shit out of one of the fucking humans.
All right.
I'm not, and the thing is I'm going more for sending his ass to the ground.
Fair,
I don't
fair.
care as much about the damage right now, because they've proven not all that scary.
All right, so then athletics over to hit then, if you're going to try and shove him off, if that's the case.
Yes. All right, that might not work. I might lose against this human.
No?
I got a dirty 14.
All right, let me roll and see what he gets in his athletics. You barely win this. So yeah, you just like, you throw that and then you spin around and just do like a roundhouse kick to this fucker. And you can see where like, at first, like his legs almost did not give way. And then he just loses his ground. As like one of the shingles kind of budge from the force. And he just goes flying off. And he's like, oh yeah!
Get fucked, bitch.
As you now have 3 pirates up there now at this point.
Yes, and I will roll. Okay, yeah. So, for there is now someone else who's cackling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mollis has started cackling
All right.
because he's having fun.
Sounds about right. Okay, so it is now the pirates' turns.
As expected.
Yep. Halamar just kind of like looks up and Chrono goes, well, if we're gonna play this way, then let's have some actual fun. Monk.
Oh.
And he's going to roll something. Does a... Ooh, let me actually... What is his to hit when with unarmed damage? Okay, so he rolled a dirty 21 to hit you.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah, so, good thing, he's not a monk, so it's only gonna have up to his, like, strength, basically.
1 plus strength.
1 plus strength. So that's still 4, though, which is the problem. You have 2
yeah.
health. As what he does is he basically headbutts you. He drags his right foot forward within a fast movement and just goes, well, you asked for it.
Oh.
As he just slams his head into Chrono, cracking your goggles.
Okay.
You are now downed.
It's kind of like the you know how in the anime when the characters just kind of suddenly lose their pupils after taking a divisive hit.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that basically, as he just kind of crumbles.
Yeah.
That.
That and you definitely hear a ringing noise because your head collided with a fucking brick, basically.
Jeez.
Ooh,
Alright.
damn.
Oh, I'm sad. Anyways.
And with his bonus action,
I'm sad.
he's going to look around for the rabbit again. And he has to roll disadvantage. So let me see. I don't think he sees you yet still.
Bitch, don't come for me. I will
Nope.
fucking drop kick your ass off a fucking building.
He missed you by 1. So there is a moment where you move slightly and you see him look over in your direction, Usagi. But you can tell that he hasn't actually seen you. But he felt that there might have been movement within your area. Then you're looking back over at the pirates with Mollis. Mollis, you're still staring down these 2 elves and this 1 human. As you see them just in tangents once again start swinging. And it's a little bit more panicked now because they're like, oh wait, fuck, no, he's actually doing stuff. No, we gotta, no, don't kick me off next, please.
Also, they just see a golden, glowing-eyed fucking monster, dude, cackling at them.
Does a 19 hit?
Oh, fucking barely.
Okay, so yeah, you start seeing these like these pirates just swinging basically cutlasses at you. They are just trying their damnedest to not get knocked off. As that will do 5 slashing damage towards you. As you got caught, you dodge a few of the swings, but there's like a good like 2 strikes that just like cut into your shoulders.
Alright, Mollis, that's, oh no.
You would also see that the other ones that were, the other 5 pirates that were over at the wooden shack finally have put out the fire and are starting to make their way over to you. I'm going to ruler real quick. They have a movement of 30, so they are going to get up to this area here. They are now near the fountain. So they've made their way halfway up the mollusk, basically. Yes.
No, you fuckers stay over there. I'm in the health for this.
I hope you realize that. I hope you realize that if I'm the only one left alive, I'm going to bolt. Because do you really expect me to rescue 4 people amongst it while being vastly outnumbered? That's a terrible idea.
That's fair. Next up, you would see that the quartermaster kind of like looks around as, again, he's kind of just dumbstruck because he got struck in the back by the most, like, bludgeon worth magic just directly center mass in his back. And then he locks eyes, quote unquote, with the slime, who is like in the middle of the doorway in the garden that is wilted away. And I'm going to double check. I'm pretty sure he can make the distance. Yes, he can. As he just starts running over to Ublex and just goes, "Are we really going to play this game? I don't feel like dealing with you right now. Quite frankly, I'm already pissed off." And he misses. I don't have to even tell you. He rolled like a natural 3. Trust me, he misses. As he tried.
That's time for this shit.
Because this is like a 5'11", like a light elf, and he's looking at a 3 foot tall slime. He has to do like basically an underswing. Like, basically, like, swinging a golf club, to a degree. Ublex, you just kind of squished down a bit, and just, like, dodged the thing a bit. Basically just becoming a puddle temporarily. And that would end his turn, as he can't do too much else with that. Lastly, that is the end of the pirate's turn. As Ublex, it is now your turn.
Oh.
Oh, he's touching me!
Well, no, he hasn't yet.
He's near me, bro!
Kill him! Kill him!
Destruction!
Let's try to.
Touching me. Don't feel safe.
You fucking shouldn't.
Let's see what I could do.
You got
Is
this.
there a way I can move down?
So technically, if you use an action, you could disengage to get away without having opportunity attack. You could also move away from him, but it'll proc opportunity of attack.
Nitz, I have a question.
Yes.
Are cantrips bonus actions?
Cantrips are bonus actions with the way I run it.
Okay.
Yes.
Just wanted to make sure that was acknowledged.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
Okay. Now, is that a DC?
He has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. He's going to roll a wisdom saving throw. What is the DC, by the way?
13.
13. He barely misses. He got a 12.
Yes! Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Takes-
You got this?
On a failed save, he takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Okay.
Yes.
So he
Yes.
he had moved. Okay. So wait. Yeah. So he'd move within your next turn. Is it within the next turn? Does it say?
It's
It's
immediate.
a reaction.
Okay. Reaction. So that would be using whatever like movement he had left over. So he had 5 feet left over, because he has. I'm actually. Yeah, 5 feet left over. So he would move the, 5 feet, just kind of stumbling back. How much damage is he taking there?
6.
6. Okay, cool. Double checking. Alright, yeah, so he takes that 6 damage as he just kind of clutches his, head with his right hand, just kind of stumbling back. As you can see, that fucking hurt. He is wincing at it. His eyes are kind of, half open. It's obvious that he wants to close his eyes because of that pain. Because a headache's the fucking worst, let alone a migraine, let alone psychic damage.
I love the tears. Headache, migraine, psychic.
Yep.
Oh.
Now, to remind you, bonus actions, you can use cantrips.
Okay. And then for that,
Are you hopping the fence? Are you about to slime through a fence here? Alright, so Ublex slimes through the fence, going in between the bars.
And then I
Uh-huh.
can move.
You got this?
Ublex is just fucking dipping. Like, she's just fucking gone.
My speed.
Your speed.
What is
My
your...
speed's 30.
It's probably 30 because
5,
Plasmoid.
10,
Yeah.
15, 20.
There is on the left side like a ruler icon. You can click on that to actually measure your distances, by the way, too. Yeah.
From here.
Ublex really is dipping. So you
Holy
see,
shit.
so Ublex basically jumps out of the
Hilarious.
fence and then just starts rounding the corner of the church up to the front gate.
That's just crazy. I can do. Like,
Okay.
is
Oh,
that possible? Or do I have to be right here?
So
Because that seems like.
yeah, technically you're going around that circle bit, technically
Yeah.
speaking.
So right click.
I'll be right
to-
here.
Okay. Wait, that's so funny. So here's the thing, right? A last session at the very ending, Usagi put down ball bearings in front of the church. That's where the entrance is at. That's where it would be. But because you don't have feet, plasmoids can't trip on those. So
Really?
so you just absorb the ball bearings.
I got balls in me?
You have balls in you.
God damn it.
Oh,
Now
I
there's
did
still
this.
another 5 feet of ball bearings in front of Ublex, but right now there's 50 ball bearings swimming around in Ublex.
50?
Yeah, because 50
Yeah.
ball bearings equal 5 feet. So
Yeah.
there are these little marbles just going around in Ublex right now.
Someone can touch me. Someone can try to like put their hand inside me if they wanted to, and they just like explode.
Oh my god.
Okay. Anything else you want to do? It's your turn.
Yeah, that's all I can do. That's my turn.
Okay. I'm going to roll the death save for the hostage. Okay, understood. And then Benjamin, you see as once again that same lens flare shoots in, and once again you see the magic stone go through Halamar's hat, puncturing a hole through it, but barely missing. Again, 1 AC difference. That's all it's been.
Frick.
To be fair, he is dealing with a disadvantage because he's shooting really far away with a slingshot. Granted, it's a mechanical slingshot, so it has some good power, but it's still pretty damn far away.
Damn it, all I need is another good hit and I could probably kill him. Come on!
Now,
Maybe.
maybe. You never know, man. You never know. He is definitely hurting. You can easily tell he is hurting. Now there is one other thing. Actually, no, you guys can't see it. Yeah, no, you guys can't even see what's. Well, I was gonna. Never mind. I can't even say it. But as the turn's starting to turn over,
Oh god, is
To
oh god, is
Mollis.
my prediction gonna come true?
you see as a goblin goes flying through the sky
What?
and crashes through the fountain.
Fuck?
The stone fountain shatters.
What?
As you see the rogue of the Blank Pirates go tumbling through the water, breaks through the bit of the fountain, and ends up on the floor.
What the fuck?
And as you see the furball Gulthane walking up
hi.
around the other side of the church, on the left side where Usagi's at, with
kick ass.
15 miners from the cave area. They're carrying
kick ass.
pickaxes and short swords.
Oh, kick ass!
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
now
the
we're talking.
reinforcements have arrived.
As she yells, as you hear the furball yell, "Get back here, you son of a bitch!"
Oh shit.
She is enraged.
All right.
Mollis, it is your turn.
Okay. Alright, so Mollis has a slight tone shift in how he's fighting. So who are the two closest that are directly in front of me?
The two closest would be the two elves.
Okay, so I essentially, what I'm trying to do is I want to blitz forward towards them, grab the two elves by the heads,
Yeah.
and essentially, in front of the human, bash their skulls together, and then take a fucking chomp out of his shoulder.
Go for it. So you're gonna roll an athletics first, and then you're gonna roll it to hit.
Okay.
One for the athletics being for the head bit, and then the biting is the hit, obviously.
Yes, and
Yeah.
and this poor bastard of a human sees Mollis and well, no one would see it other than him, unless the 5 humans are looking up. I think the furball might see me.
I
See
would.
this bit.
The furbolg definitely is. Yeah.
Yeah, they see Mollis's jaw unhinge as he does this bite.
Oh,
All right.
As he uses his Grieger teeth to the fullest of their extent, as he's a little bit fucking angry. As I get a 21 on athletic.
Yeah, the elves don't really do well on that. They're not really strength based, you know. So that works.
Fucking shit. I'm smashing their skulls together with a 21.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, you grab their two heads, one by the back of each of their heads, and just slam it down with as much force as possible. And they just both fall to their back and roll off the roof.
Yeah. As this poor human. Come here, bud. It's time to die. As I have a
Oh, we got a cute goblin. Oh no.
Oh, this might miss. It might. I don't know. This is a dirty 14 to hit.
Barely hits.
Okay. And I will now roll the damage. And I will roll this. I'll roll this on roll 20. Since I can try to start doing that.
Yeah, it's good for me also because then as a DM I can kind of see the rolls a bit more by using roll 20.
Yes. So I'm rolling.
Yeah.
Rolling, because my bite is normally just a d6, but with unhinging, it doubles the damage die.
Yep.
Fucking come here.
Hell yeah, would you get...
I didn't do anything.
Ah, damn, what was the roll for? Well, who rolled? Oh, so you need to do a /R and then space and then do the 2d6 plus 5.
I don't know how to do this. I've never done this.
Yeah, so...
2d6 plus 5.
Yeah, so /R and then space it. Yeah, there you go. Alright, yeah, that's enough to kill him. So literally right after, like, slamming these two people's heads together, you just immediately lunge forward at the human and just bite directly into their throat and just rip. As they just fall off the roof, stumbling back, like clutching at their throat. Blood is literally everywhere. As these pirates...
Can I roll an intimidation on the 5 who are seeing their fucking friend get their throat torn out?
Yeah, you can roll it on the other pirate group near the fountain, sure.
Yay! Vanish! Alright, so /R, I don't know how to do it, so do I just do...
So /R and then space and then D20 plus whatever your intimidation is.
Alright, so I would have to roll 2, so cause,
is it advantage?
Yes, Griegers have advantage on intimidation.
Then what you could do is just, you just gotta retype it in twice then. Or you can just copy paste it and then just put it in twice that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll D20 plus...
You skibbity bop. Skibbity boo. Yeah?
Plus 5, plus strength base.
Yeah?
Alright. /R, D20, plus 5. 19.
Alright. So yeah, you do, yeah, with a 19, I'd say that, yeah, they're pretty intimidated. They're not sure if they really want to go for you. They're not too sure about that one.
Yeah, little do they know, I'm half fucking dead and I'm fucking...
Don't forget to update your health on
I don't know
R20. So if you click on your icon, and then you'll see on the, like, above it is a little green bubble, and it'll have, like, your number, which is 10. You can click on that and then put 5, because you have 5 health, right? There you go. See? Boom.
Okay, there we
Updates.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how the fucking maximum worked. Okay.
Yeah. So, okay. So next up would be Chrono. I mixed up the order a little bit, so I do apologize.
Alright.
Chrono, death save. And just
That's funny.
only tell me.
Never mind.
Damn, it's fine. Is there a way to privately roll?
I don't know if there is, but I failed my first death save, unfortunately.
Okay, it's fine. We'll figure it out as time goes.
Okay.
Yes,
Good at
so
time.
that is your first fail. But sadly, that's all you can really do when you're down. I will say this, though. When you are down, I want you guys to know this. If you ever have anything you want to say while you're down, you can. Because you're not going unconscious. You're just not able to get back up to your feet. I know some people roll it differently, but the thing is, I want people to be able to say what they want to say if they're downed. So, y'all, you aren't unconscious. You're just on the brink of death. You're just not able to move your body currently because you're feeling too many effects. That being said, next up is Usagi.
Alright. Alright, I'm going... Alright. Once again, I'm going to try and shoot, Halamar.
Alright, go for it.
That's 12.
Alright, yeah, with a 12, that will miss.
Fuck. Well, I
Sadly
can't do
so.
anything else.
Alright,
So,
as next up is the pirate's turn, sadly enough.
great.
Halamar is going to go ahead and roll a perception check, as he did see that arrow whistle by. And once again, he hasn't seen you yet. He'll just go,
Oh no.
Okay.
he'll just go, well, if I can't find the rabbit, then it's time I find a new source of fun.
Oh no.
As he snaps his fingers, and Chrono and Mollis, you guys swap places.
Oh boy.
Oh, you. Fuck
Oh,
no.
that's
Fucking-
not good. That's not a good position for me. That is really not a good position for me.
I don't. I'll be able to get to you. I just gotta not die.
Fair.
He'll just go, all right, well, show me what you have, Grieger. Not every day I see one of you. And that ends his turn, as it took a main action to do that and bonus action to look around.
Fucking man, I already know what I'm doing.
Hell yeah. Next up is the fucking quartermaster.
Who is still scared of Ooplex?
Yeah, he's actually, if I remember correctly, is it a frightened? How many turns does the frightened last? I should ask that.
I think he has to roll at the end of each turn.
Is that at the end of each turn? Okay.
I'm going. Hold on. So.
Yeah, if you or Toasty Ghost wants to check Isa, it'd be good to know.
I'm getting it up right the fuck now.
Aye.
You heard this. On a failed save, takes 6 damage, and it must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Yeah.
The creature obviously does not move over. On a successful save, okay. Oh, it's just an instantaneous.
So it's not a proper
So-
frightened status. It's just a one-time,
It
like,
just-
okay, move away from me
it
type of thing.
Yeah, the main thing is it hurts a lot. It does a lot of instant damage because it's a level 1 3d6, so it hurts a lot.
That's fair. That checks out. All right. Yeah. So he's going to go after Ublex then.
Oh man!
As you know what, buddy? Do you think about this? Insight check. All right. So he's predicting that you're coming through the main entrance because you did round the corner to a degree at least. I'm going to check and see if he actually can head through there. He could get to you. Yes.
Oh,
So he would start to, instead of going around the long way and being baited, it was literally an intelligence check. Which is also a gamble, may I add. But unlike some characters, he is willing to gamble. He and the captain would be more than willing. If you asked the rogue would have went around. The rogue wouldn't have been willing to take a gamble like that. They like certainty. But that being said, you would see as he kicks down the front door entrance area of the church. And because you absorb the ball bearings, He isn't fully out of the entrance either, but that will no longer be a problem for him unless he goes into the other square area. Which that will be a perception check if you end up going around there, if he ends up noticing that. When that time comes. But for now, he doesn't have to leave the inside bit of it. He's just kind of like kick the door open. He's like standing in front of the door, basically, to a degree. Like side by side with the door, if that makes sense. As he would just look to Ublex and go, I fucking hate you. That's it. I'm not gonna monologue. I'm not like, no, I fucking hate you. Die. It's simple and sweet. As he swings, and once again, you just like dip in, like your head like basically curves into your entire body, making a V, and you just go right in between the blade.
Oh yeah.
Oh goodness.
As he's like, all right, you know what? Fuck this. And as he interacts, and with a blink of his eye, you feel something wrong with yourself.
No.
As he has done Blood Curse of the Binding. As a bonus action, you can attempt to bind a larger or smaller creature. You are smaller. That you can see within 30 feet of you. You must succeed a strength saving throw against him, or the cursed creature's speed is reduced to 0, and you cannot take any reactions until your next turn. So strength save, Ublex.
I suddenly understand what he is.
What'd you say?
Strength save.
You said too many words.
Sorry. Let me know what you get. What'd you get? You got... Oh my god, that actually barely misses.
What?
That is
Does
by
she have
1.
a plus? Does she
Do you have a plus? Did you not add your plus? You didn't add your plus. Okay, what's your plus? That's just the base. You just rolled a base 13. What's your
I don't have
strength
any.
mod?
I don't have any.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, no, you feel as like your plasmoid body just completely freezes up. As you cannot move.
Oh.
Your movement speed is reduced to 0.
Yeah.
So, for your next turn, you're not going to be able to move anywhere.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
As that is the end of that is the end of his turn. Next up would be the rogue, who is now getting up and is reeling from pain.
Oh, is she alive?
She is like, she has blood dripping down her face, and she has a black eye. She just kind of reels back and just puts her hands on her face and just goes, I did not expect that. Oh, I'm a fucking bastard. And you see as... Damn. For anyone that's looking around and paying attention to her, you see her just stealth as she begins to hide behind the fountain area. Or at least that's where you see her stealth. You don't know where she goes after that, so I'm going to keep her icon where it is. As she just completely disappears. Now, the pirate crew that are kind of intimidated by Mollis, because they're intimidated, they're going to have to roll to see if they're willing to go towards Mollis, or if they're going to go to someone else. Problem, they can only see Ublex and a downed man.
Oh boy.
So, that is not high enough for Mollis.
Cowards.
So, will they go for Chrono, or will they go for Ublex?
Will they stay still?
That's for Chrono. That's for Ublex. They begin to make their way towards Ublex, having to go around the fountain. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
What did I do?
They are on your way to you because they are too fucking terrified of Mollis right now.
Well, wait, they're getting closer to me, technically.
Yes, but they're not aiming for you, which is the thing. I get what you're going with there, but that doesn't work like that. It's technically not the frightened status, it's more just in a natural intimidation, meaning they just won't go for you naturally.
Okay.
Unless you were like the only person standing, then they would go for you. But for now, they're going for Ublex. But that's all they can really do. They can't do anything else. So they just stand there idly. Next up is the hostage. As you would hear footsteps.
Fucking what?
And Ublex,
Oh.
you see as she grabs the quartermaster again, barely up. She is bleeding profusely. You can tell that she's basically dazed to a degree. She's stumbling pretty roughly as she's going to try and grapple the quartermaster. And it is a very weak just, I'm not done yet. And oh my goodness. She fucking hates this man. As once again, she succeeds the grapple. As she just, and you know what? Because because she's having to put all of her weight onto him, he's going to actually need to roll a strength check to keep the deal with the weight. And that is a fail from him. So you see her begin to like basically put her arms over his shoulders, this time trying to like more like wrap around his entire like arms and torso rather than just grabbing specifically the arms. And you see it is like basically a slow tackle as his legs slowly begin to cave and he just falls onto his face. He just goes, I'm fucking sick of this shit. Why did
Wow.
As he's just wriggling, trying to get up. But right now he doesn't have much movement because of that. Lastly,
Get fucked.
you see Gilthine begin making her way up. As I'm going to roll. She has 35 movement speed, so she gets to go all the way up here. Ooh, but
Awesome.
you can see that the Furbulk is here. And actually, you know what? She's gonna move here instead. She's gonna go, no, she's not gonna go 35 feet. She's gonna go 30 feet. As you see this crate that is to the that is like beside the left building. This crate, if you can see by the size, a square is 5 feet. This is a 20-foot wide crate.
Holy shit.
You see her with an athletics check in pure rage grab it and lift the crate over her head and look over at the pirate group and just go, well, I'm not done yet. And you see her chuck this 20-foot wide, 10-foot tall crate. As you see these pirates just go, oh no! And just, as it just crashes into this group, it definitely hits. That's all I can say.
What do you mean it can't miss?
Yeah. They're fucking dead.
That's a fucking cheat code. I want that.
That group in total had a total of a collective of 10 health. She rolled 11. So they're fucking dead. That is her turn. Benjamin, again, you see him lining up a shot, but this time it seems a little bit more angled than before, not aiming directly at Halimar. As you see something flying through the sky, and this time it doesn't seem to be a stone, it seems to be a little bit more on the reddish side. And it splashes 5 feet away from Chrono. Just barely making contact, as it is a splash health potion.
Oh, thank
you
God.
have regained. This is why you get an artificer, my man. You have regained 4 health back.
Oh, thank
my
God.
God.
I'm getting legitimately incredibly worried from how my rolls have been tonight.
As you feel like, basically half of the potion, because not everything got on you. That's why it was reduced down. But as basically, you feel a lot of this just get on your skin, and it basically saps like through your skin pores, and your blood circulation just starts kicking up. It's almost like adrenaline has kicked in for you.
Alright.
As you get up to your feet.
Chrono, I like to imagine when the liquid comes in contact with Chrono, he just kind of takes like one really big breath of air, gets up, and says, I'm not done yet.
Hell yeah. And that's the last turn of the pirates and the allies. So guess whose turn it is. Also, I should mention, by the way, the miners are like right behind the Furbulk, aka Gulthine. So, literally just wherever she is, they will be there with her, basically. So
Usagi not only can't move, but he physically cannot move because there's so many people around him.
But yeah, basically, basically
one
they're
person
crowding
takes
her.
a tile.
Yeah. It's basically just a straight line down. So like, if I take the ruler right now, it's just a straight way down the road. So there's like, I'm gonna say because it is a group as a collective and there's 15 people, it's only gonna take like 3 squares. So technically just 15 feet, basically. So it's just a straight lay down this like road. That's basically what I'm doing for that. So he can move, he just has to wriggle through like the crowd, basically. As next
Not
up,
that I need.
yeah. Not that you need to.
I mean, not that I need to, because moving would just expose me. I don't want to.
That's fair. Chrono, it is now your turn. As
Although I do want to
to
get that goblin. She intrigues me.
That is, oh god, dude.
In terms of having a trainee, you know.
Okay, this might be a really stupid idea.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So-
Usagi's not into people shorter than he is.
This is a 15 feet jump. Could I roll athletics
Yes.
to see if I can cross that?
Yes.
Alright.
I'm always down for creative shit, and this is One Piece
Okay.
themed, man. You can do some crazy shit in this D&D campaign, okay?
Okay, I would
Excellent.
really love if this would work.
Alright, what'd you get, man?
Please, I'm crossing both my fingers.
I have a
and my
DC
toes.
set for this. You got this, man.
Get it.
23.
Let's
Nice!
go.
Yes, the DC was the same as like jumping up on there because you had to, when you jump vertically up, it was, if I remember correctly, it was an 18 feet. And this was a 15-foot jump. Yeah, it's an 18-foot tall roof. This with only a 15-foot gap, so it's actually a 3-foot difference. This is a bit easier. So that jump before was just a DC 14. You had gotten a DC 14 the first time. This was going to be a DC 13. So yeah, you fly with passing colors. Passive, you know what I mean. You're passive flying colors, that's the word.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So Chrono's gotten up and basically just takes a running start and just leaps across the roofs.
Alright, awesome.
So he's now like on the right side of Halimar.
Okay, so we were talking about using a main action, like an unarmed strike to also try to push him off the roof. Can I still do that, or?
Yes, I will allow that. It
Okay.
gives monks a little bit more versatility, which I feel like
Okay,
they need
so-
half the time in 5e, so yes.
I'm gonna go for an unarmed strike, and the goal is to basically just hit him off.
Okay, so
Okay.
you're going for like a drop kick or something like that, correct?
I have
Or
an
how are you
idea.
trying to do it?
Flavor-wise, I have an idea, but I want to see if I can actually do it first.
Alright,
You
yeah,
can
go
make
for
him
it.
off balance. I can send him off.
Gotcha.
You know what?
Alright.
Because I'm gonna do this. If y'all ever have like turns that line up side by side, if you guys ever want to do like a team like attack at the same time, let me know. And you guys can try and
Ooh,
coordinate
okay.
shit. It'll still be like normal to hits and stuff, but like if like let's say you want Mollis to knock him off balance, he can try and knock him off balance, so then you can do said thing and vice versa. That way you guys can
Okay.
strategize a bit more.
Actually, that just made me realize something.
Mm-hmm.
So, since his attention is focused on Mollis, and this is technically a surprise attack because, I mean, let's be real. Nobody's probably gonna expect, like, the dying out guy that you left on another roof to suddenly jump 50 feet to battle on you. Could I count this as make an advantage roll because it's a surprise?
Normally, I would have said yes, but the problem is that because you jumped across, you're gonna make a bit of a thud when you hit when you land. That is the
fair.
thing, because you also have to get your footing and your grip on a slanted roof, and you're also landing into shingles. It's pretty loud. So normally I would say yes.
Okay.
However, sadly, no, not for this one. I'm sorry.
All right, I'll stop stalling.
Fair enough.
17.
All right, that will hit.
Yes.
So how are you attacking?
Okay. Let me roll damage first.
Are you damaging or shoving him?
Both, I think.
If he's trying to do both, I'm fine with that. I just have to know. Okay, that's not one
okay,
of damage,
fine.
but it's still damage. So 5 damage. So how are you trying to do this
Okay,
knockback? That's
so-
what lets me know how you. Yeah.
Speaking from Mollis' perspective, they see Chrono run like hell. They're not wearing their hat or goggles anymore, and they look livid.
Yeah.
So he
Oh, boy.
easily crosses the jump, and then he proceeds to shift. He kind of also uses the momentum from the jump to shift his body to roundhouse kick the captain. So that way the way he positions his leg, so he can push him off the roof that way.
Directional. All right, so what I'm gonna have you do is because this is a little bit more improvised, I'm gonna make a thing called knockback charges later on for this.
Okay.
And this will be a monk exclusive thing. You guys will only get 2 charges.
Okay.
But what I'm gonna do for now, I'm gonna have you roll an athletics check to see if you can knock him off. If this is a hard enough hit to actually knock him off.
12.
Okay, I'm gonna roll his athletics. It's gonna be athletics versus athletics. I feel like that's pretty fair. You actually do succeed on it, barely. So yeah, you kick him to the side of, like, on the side of the head, and you feel that once again, similar to like how I think it was Malus that tried doing a knockback before, like his foot almost does not give way, but one of those shingles just feels that force, so he himself was fine, but one of those shingles gives way, and that's what leads to him getting knocked off. As you just see one of the shingles just kind of budge and then just slide completely with his foot. As he will now fall off, and I will roll some bludgeoning damage in the process for him.
Shit, now I have advantage.
Yeah, man, now you have advantage on your attacks. As he falls flat on his back, and he does take an extra bit of damage. He takes 6 bludgeoning damage here. So I will add that in. Boop. Alright, he's not looking good. I'm letting you know right now.
Okay, so I thought of what Chrono is gonna say. So after he falls down, he's just gonna be kind of there looking down on him and says, "There are 3 things every wise man fears. Sea in a storm, a night with no moon, and the anger of a gentleman. I do believe you should be afraid of the last one."
The last thing I'm afraid of is a gentleman. Because they always die first. Should ask the mayor.
Chrono just looks like he does not give a shit. He's too pissed off to even care about how he's trying to get under his skin.
That's all he's doing, man. All right.
I will do it for my turn.
Yusugi, is your turn, man.
Alright, okay. I can't hit him from here, right?
You'd have to round the corner.
Okay. Does this count as cover?
Yeah, you can just kind of peek around it. So it would be half cover,
Okay.
but yes. Also, he still can't see you, so you still have advantage. You'd have advantage either way, even without
How
the cover.
convenient. Okay, here we
Yeah.
go. Fucking really? 14?
That barely misses. Barely. Again, you shoot this arrow, and it just kind of flies by his ear.
I'm just gonna... You know, I think now that the reinforcements have arrived, I think they have this under the bag. You know, I'm gonna try and go look for this goblin.
Okay.
Make sure she doesn't get away. So
You could bonus action perception check if you want. Try and find her.
Yep. There we go.
All right. For those who don't know, I want to.
That's a 7.
Yeah, you're not gonna see her with a 7.
Fuck.
Yusuke is basically peeking around the left side corner of the entrance of the church. Basically took a shot, barely missed, probably because Halimar was getting up when he took that shot. And then looks around, but you look mainly towards the fountain because that's where you saw her last, but you just don't see her. She's long gone from what you can tell. Next up is ya boy, Malus. Actually, no, you already took your turn, right? Yeah, because we did it out of order by accident. My apologies.
Okay.
I don't know.
That is correct. That is correct. I did your thing out of turn. Because it was
I
you.
didn't get to go this turn.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. That was last turn. My apologies, man. This is why we try not to mix things up. I accidentally did. And that's on me. So
Yeah,
go
no,
for
I was like, I didn't get to do anything.
it. My bad, man. Go for it. What do you have?
So would it be so he's getting up right now, right?
Yes.
I would like Malus is going to look down at where he is going to move forward towards the edge. Look down to where he's at. And Chrono would hear this, and I don't know if anyone else would. But Mollis says this in the most like seething anger that is definitely not his normal tone.
Oh.
As he goes, "You want some fucking entertainment? Fine."
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
As he jumps down, and Mollis is aiming to put the full 270 pounds of his weight on this guy's fucking neck.
Oh.
All right.
As he jumps down and slams down directly on top of him.
All right. So it's technically an unarmed strike, so we're gonna roll it like
And
that.
And if
then...
I want to slam his fucking skull into the ground.
All right. So it's gonna be a to hit and then an athletics if you do actually get the hit on, and then we'll go from there. You'll roll your you'll roll your normal unarmed damage, and then I'm gonna add some extra damage die into that.
Fucking neat. All right. I gotta roll 20. Here we go. So /R.
You got this, man. Slash R.
Here we go. Roll well. 19.
That
Oh, yeah.
does hit.
Hey, I'm kicking this fucker in the neck.
All right. So
And I'll. So I roll the damage now, or should I wait until?
roll
the athletics
I
first.
guess go ahead and roll your athletics and then roll your damage afterwards, and then we'll go from there.
Roll d20
It'll be athletics
Plus-
versus athletics.
plus 9, motherfucker. 17. That was a bad roll.
That sadly does not succeed. He did roll a natural 15 and he has a +3, so he got an 18. So like you put a lot of your weight into that kick as you come crashing down to him. Go and roll your damage, by the way. And as he
roll that.
feels that like make contact, he blinks.
I'm going to fucking shout, coward.
Damn it, did he get away?
Yeah. So basically, you guys are in this positioning now. He basically just blinks 5 feet.
Only 5
Minimum
feet.
damage.
Minimum-
6 damage to the neck. I don't know if that'll be worth any more than 6, but it's there.
And I'm going to roll this because that is like you're adding in like extra damage just from sheer momentum to
And
weight
weight.
coming into the neck. Even if it didn't get to land fully into the ground, it still adds in like a lot of force into that attack.
And I should mention this, Chrono and Yusuke can see this and how Mollis was aiming. He was planning on crushing this guy's neck into the ground. There was full
Not that-
intent to delete this fucker.
Not that he minded.
So
I don't think either of us would stop him.
the damage die didn't roll amazingly, but you did an extra +8 with that attack. So that's 14 in total that you do to him. He is basically in a crippled state. He has fully stumbled back and he's clutching his neck now at this point.
Now was that jump kick my action or bonus action?
That would have been your action.
All right. I would. So Mollis is then going to look at him and say, "Now I'm going to feed you your teeth," and I'm going to punch him into his teeth. Punch him in the teeth.
All right, go for it.
I have full intent of feeding this motherfucker's teeth.
Right off.
As I rolled a natural 17. I rolled natural 17 plus 7.
That will hit.
I will roll my damage.
All
That's
right.
our D4 plus 5, motherfucker, die.
Yeah.
8.
All right, yeah. So as you punch him, you see him like basically stumble back, and you see him basically shift his right leg backwards, bracing his body from almost falling over. As you see, he's just stuck in this position for like a good second or two, where his back is almost, if it went any further, he would have touched the ground. Like his knees are bent, he's leaning backwards, almost knocked out.
Oh,
As
damn.
as he like refixes his posture, looks Usagi dead in, not Usagi, Mollis dead in like the first 2 eyes, the main 2 eyes, and just looks to him and goes, "We can play this game. You want a game? Let's play." And is that your turn?
Probably.
All right.
I think I'm out of shit.
What's gonna happen?
As he uses his legendary action.
Oh shit!
Fuck, it's on me. Shit.
And
At least it's not on me.
you just see him go, "Rydell, it's time."
Wait, what?
And you see him, instead of normally where he snaps with one finger, he throws his sword up and snaps with both fingers. As Rydell swaps with him, and he swaps to the side of you, Mollis. So now Rydell's in front of you, and he's to the side of you. As he just goes, it's flurry time.
Oh shit! I'm fucking dead.
It's just, although, this means that he put himself right in front of me. I can shank him.
Possibly, yeah, man.
Shank him in the ass.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, with all the bottom of my heart. Does a 22 hit?
No.
Okay, my bad. Well, so he misses greatly.
No, I can't lie. I only have an 18.
Okay, got you. So you see as they unleash a flurry of attacks on you. Between your blood being manipulated in multiple ways, as you feel like as if your body, as your heart has slowed down almost, making it harder for you to keep your breath and trying to dodge. So you dodge these first few attacks, but because your heart has slowed down, your breathing has decreased and your blood flow has naturally slowed. So you start getting woozy, you start losing breath, and then soon enough, next thing you know, you're just being struck with multiple slashes from the scimitar and the longsword of Halamar and Rydell. As they do...
I don't like how many dice that is.
Yeah, as they do 17 slashing damage.
Oh, I'm dead.
What?
No, I can't. Oh no, I'm completely dead.
Oh.
Now,
Like,
here's the thing, though.
That's more than my max HP.
So here's the thing with this, right? You are going to get one death save when your turn comes into play.
What the fuck?
When stuff like this happens, you get one death save, unless someone saves you. As, with his bonus action, he uses his eyes to try and perceive. And he locks eyes with Yusuke.
Oh, fuck me!
As with a nat 20, he
my
swings
God.
around
Son of a
and
bitch.
goes, well, there you are. Doesn't matter too much, though. As he looks around and he realizes the state of things, he would just go, I think it's about time that we leave this place. We got everything we wanted, after all. But keep this as a warning. Next time, I'll make sure you die. As you see him raise both of his hands to the air, his palms facing forward, puts his hand in a snapping position, and as he snaps, he brings his hands downward so that the back of his hands face towards the sky. As he and every one of his party members disappear.
Damn.
Including the goblin? Fuck.
Most likely, you never found them.
Damn it!
As that is the end of the boss fight, as they have chosen to flee temporarily, while they can still not only have their lives, but also the resources that they stole from the town.
Okay, Chrono is going to very quickly hop back down and help Mollis up.
Alright.
I'm just gonna go see if that rogue is anywhere around here. Probably not, but it's worth looking.
You can roll one last
Wallace.
perception check.
Oh boy. Okay.
Do I need to roll to help Mollis up, or is it just like a
It's
simple help action?
nah, it's just simple help action. You can get him up, not a problem.
Okay, fair.
Hey, that's an 18.
So
Yeah. While Chrono's getting him up, you would kind of look around you, Sagi. You do not see the goblin anywhere, but you can probably tell where they had been hiding, because you can see where like there was like basically blood smeared across this fountain. As you can see that they made their trail halfway around it, got around to this tent area, and stayed there. So this
And
is
that
the
was
last
warped
area.
away.
There was, for those who don't know, because some people can't see the map here, there are two tents beside the fountain, probably marketplace area type of thing. That's the last area that you see the bloodstain is there, but she is gone,
Probably warped away or something.
most likely.
Damn. Damn!
Alright, after Chrono helps Mollis up, Probably what Mollis would pick up right away is Chrono is scarily silent. He has not said a single word. And he looks like he is ready to snap.
That's fair.
Mollis, gotta roll something, my boy. Okay, he's good.
Insight?
Chrono can roll insight on Mollis for this one, actually. Yeah. if
Where's
he's
the
lying.
hostage on the roof?
The hostage.
Why is the hostage?
No, so like the little icon. I mentioned this
Inside.
before the session, but that icon that means that they're inside. They're still lying on the ground where the guy was. They're just bleeding out. Don't mind them.
Chrono
I'm
probably wouldn't
gonna
roll.
sigh and attempt to stabilize them.
You can stabilize them while Chrono says his thing.
Chrono probably wouldn't roll insight. He's too pissed off to really care what Malice is thinking right about now.
That's fair.
And he just walks back to grab his hat and goggles. Hasn't said anything.
That's fair. Yeah, as for Usagi, sorry, my apologies, again, my bad.
Brother,
yeah,
you're never getting it. You're
yeah,
never-
you can just use some first aid, and you can roll me a medicine check as you try to patch her up the best of your abilities.
Okay. That's an 11.
You know what? I would say, Ublex, are you helping at all with the first aid by chance?
I could help carry something.
I
I don't have anything healing related.
That's fair. That's fair.
I can help with the fucking crippled man will help as best
Yeah,
he
yeah.
can.
Can't you just lay on top of me?
I don't. What would
I
that
look-
do? I mean, like, I guess if you want to be a stretcher, yeah,
I
that
could
would.
stretch myself.
Okay, yeah, so you can stretch yourself, become a stretcher for her, I guess. While you, Saki, just trying to like help her. With an 11, you can very roughly bandage her. Like, obviously, like it's enough to at least stop the bleeding. It's not gonna be anything that's like gonna like help stabilize properly, but it's enough so that she's not losing any more health in the process.
Wallace comes up with a 15, which is the best you're getting out of the poor bastard. He's trying.
Yeah, I'd
Man
say
just got chopped to bits.
That's fair. I'd say it's a pretty similar thing with that. Like you need a pretty good, like a pretty high roll that you can deal with a proper injury since you guys aren't doctors or anything like that. But it's still like you still know enough at least to be able to do some rough bandaging, basically. Because that slash is pretty fucking deep, within the chest area. Now whatever you guys choose to do after that is up to you. You can see that Goldthine is now talking with the miners. One of the miners is a very specific man. I'm actually going to send an image of this man, as he was one of the ones with a short sword. And he would approach the lot of you. Let me see. Let me go ahead and send the picture here. And let me also go look, see who he'd probably be approaching, I would say, because a lot of you guys are kind of just combined together. I guess just the group in total. So whoever wants to actually say anything back to him, if you do choose or feel like you want to say anything, you can. But you're currently looking at a human town guard. What you can pick up to be probably the only guy who actually knows how to fight here, that's at least still alive. He has this ginger hair that's been put up in a ponytail, kind of bashed to the side. He has a white undershirt that it is like covered in dirt and coal and just all sorts of just minerals from the cave. So it's pretty fucking stained and it's pretty torn up with holes through it. This like black vest that kind of goes over it, also pretty well torn up. With these like brown trousers, once again, pretty torn up because they're doing some rugged work and they're having to work basically like 19 hours a day. Out of like 24 hours a day, 19 of those hours was just them in the mines constantly. There are bags under this man's eyes. He's not as clean shaven as he is in the picture there. He's got a bit of a midnight shave basically because of this. But he has these like necklaces with like a tooth shark around one of them. But a lot of the others just being basically like some like normal chain type of like necklaces. He does have a like potion on his left hip, on connected to his belt, and on his back is a sword with a skull on it. He would just kind of approach the party and go, "Sorry about the lot of you getting, mixed up in all of this. I'd rather have not anyone had to deal with this, or, well, I would have rather not this town or the island had to deal with this either. We tried dealing with it in the past, but a lot of the other guards died and, well, I chose to surrender. If I didn't, then nobody would have been there to protect the people. Or at least do what they could, at the very least. I want to make it up to you. I feel bad not just giving you anything. He just kind of reached out into his pocket where he had been hiding something from the pirates. And you can see that there is a skull key, similar to the one that Usagi has, that he looted from the prison. He would just go, "If you come with me to the prison, there is an area that we've hid underneath the sheriff desk.
Ooh.
That has some stuff for the lot of you."
Well, by all means.
So he will bring you guys to the vault. I don't know who all will go to the vault area. With
Oh, I'm
him.
going. I have to.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Money,
fair.
money. Hey, whoever doesn't go doesn't get a share of the money.
Oh god, y'all, please go. Y'all don't lose your money.
Yeah. Chrono will go, but not much has pretty much changed from how I described him earlier.
That's fair.
Wallace follows silently.
Ooblex, dude, you come. I never know with you, man.
I will drag her.
How do you drag a slime? How do you drag
I
a
will
plasma?
grab the slime. I will put the slime in a fucking trash can and carry it. I've done it before.
If it helps, Ooblex, any Gulthine's willing to look over the hostage and continue to help out with the first aid if you want to go and grab your loot, buddy.
Oh, actually,
Isa?
I just... I hold that thought.
Yeah, real quick, right before you say that, Isa, are you alive, buddy?
You gotta
No.
stop walking
Oh.
away from the damn computer.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Are
okay.
you?
Yeah.
Did you get 4 times? Okay. Are you gonna go grab your loot from the vault as well with everybody else?
Yes, please.
Gotcha. Otherwise, you'd have to swipe it from Usagi, which for some reason you're
Not
good at. So I don't
Not that it
imagine
would
you
be
can't.
difficult.
But...
Not that it would be difficult.
Oh god.
Man can't keep track of his damn hat. That's tied to his damn head.
He's never gonna
Okay.
be able to live that down. What were you
I
gonna
thought
say?
if Chrono has something to say to, I'm sorry, was that like the mayor? What was the name
That's
of it?
the last town guard, from what you can kind of gather from the bit of
Okay.
information.
In the middle of walking, Chrono is just going to break the silence and say, "I'm sorry."
Sorry for what exactly?
None of this would have happened if I just didn't eat that damned fruit that day. And he punches a wall as hard as he possibly can. He is upset.
I'll say
I-
that. Yeah.
I created that guy. That day, I created him. I'm the reason why your town has been suffering. And I was too weak to finish the job.
As much as you might want to blame yourself, I don't know if this will be of any ease. From the little bit that I do know, he was working with another pirate group. I don't think they really... I think they kind of instigated that there was morals already ahead of time with him. Even if it hadn't happened. And trust me, I know who you are. I've worked my job well enough to know that. I don't think that would have changed. The best I can say that even if it is your fault, you technically wrote your wrongs. You dealt with the problem.
Not enough. Either
Well.
way.
Then dedicate your life like I dedicated mine.
If I'm destined to spend the rest of my life fixing my mistake that day, so be it.
I get it. And as you guys would finally approach the prison,
So,
he would reach up to the sheriff's desk and just kind of look to the group and go, I feel like he's going to look to the least injured person. So he's going to look to Usagi and just go, hey, I'm not as strong as the sheriff or the guard captain, whatever you want to call it, different cultures. I don't know what your people called it. But I'm going to need a bit of help pushing this desk. If you'd be so kind.
Okay.
Go and roll me athletics check.
I can certainly try.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Oh no.
You got this.
so
That's a
one
5.
You do have advantage, I should say this, because he's helping you out, so.
Oh fuck. Alright, okay. Give me a second.
If you fail, someone else
3.
can try. Okay, yeah, so he's pushing it, and like,
Mollis is
he just,
walking up.
Usagi just can't get anything to work. Okay, yeah, Mollis, go and roll.
Mollis walks up with the most like he grabs and goes, move. I don't have the strength to deal with this shit.
Yeah, fair. Go ahead and roll.
Unfortunately, I don't have. Well, unfortunately, he gestures to his body. I don't usually have the. Don't usually have the physique for this.
Something that Mollis would have mumbled or said quietly, as sort of just anyone could have heard it when they were discussing the guy. As that conversation ended, he would have added as sort of a add note of, I'm going to feed him his teeth. I would say fucking, I'm going to feed him his teeth. I don't care when, but I will.
In due time, if you ever run into him again, pay him my
Here's
visits.
hope.
For my regards.
It's 20 and
Would you-
+9.
Plus 9.
Fuck.
That's enough. That's enough.
Slash
It's just a desk at the
D20.
end of the day. It's just that you,
D20. D20.
Usagi, it was just like he rolled insanely bad. That's the only reason why he couldn't get moved. But like with 2 people pushing it, that should be enough.
22.
Yeah, 22, yeah, it's even easier. 14 would have been enough. But yeah, no, with the 22, you can easily push the desk out of the way. You just put a lot of your weight into it, basically, and then just give it one
Fucker.
good shove.
The guy with 1 hit point walks up and goes, oh god.
Here we go.
I've got
what?
several
Alright.
open wounds that I have barely tended to at all.
Alright, so what the hell's in there? I need to know.
So underneath this desk was a trapdoor. You would see that he would use that same key that Usagi would have had. You just go, I don't know if they grabbed the spare. I'm hoping they hadn't found it, but just in case, hopefully we'll have something in here. You have the spare, so.
Okay. Well, about that, I'm gonna pull it out.
Well, you earned it either way, so I can't be mad. He would unlock the trapdoor, and it is a ladder straight down.
Okay.
When you go straight down, you guys can climb down one by one. Or I guess for Ubux, they don't need to climb, they just kind of slime down the ladder. So like while everybody else is climbing down, you just see a little blue slime inching its way down the ladder a little bit faster than everybody else because it's a slime.
All damage.
No, they're clinging pretty good. I'm not gonna do that to y'all. But as y'all get into the thing, I actually have this preset and ready to go, so I'm gonna pull up the exact amount that everybody gets. Where is it? There it is. Cool. So you got money. So you guys so there's 800 rupees here in total. So between the 4 of you guys, that is I think 200 each.
Kick ass.
So you guys each get 200 rupees. And Usagi, this is your prediction prize. You look through as you're like grabbing your share of the rupees. You spot out of the corner of your eye something that's mounted to the wall, and it is a coin. And I'm going to send a picture of this coin. As this is, I'm going to send NPC visuals because that's really the only area that I have for images. This is what you see. It is a coin with a skull that has like a regal jacket. And has like basically a more regal-like crown. It is the size of like a nickel. And he would just go, I know the mayor would have been mad at me for giving this away, but the lot of you got us out of a real bind, and I think this is only fair. It's kind of an island treasure. I don't know too much about it, but I know that it was gifted to us by, I mean, you've probably heard of him. I don't think I have to ask you, but the pirate DDD.
Yeah. Oh, how interesting.
I know there's some type of magic infused in it, but from the only bit that I know about it is that it can only be used once. I don't know much else. So, I guess just use it if things get really bad. That's all I can really say.
Noted, thank you.
Wonderfully vague.
Okay, what should I call this thing? I'm just adding regal coins.
You could call it regal coin or skull coin. It's up to you, man.
Okay.
Actually, Chrono has a question about that, so Chrono's gonna ask the cool town guard and say, sorry, I don't know a lot of the world. I've heard rumors of, how should I put this? Those with the D in the middle of their name tend to be rather, what's the right way to put this? Unstable.
To a degree, from what I know, that does seem to be the case. I don't know much about the pirate. The only thing I really know about the name D is that it's connected to the great DDD. He caused a lot of strife, from what I understand, but, I mean, that part of history is lost to the world, so I can't really say too much.
So I might be related to a pirate. Cool. That explains why my life has went hellish.
Maybe. Maybe so. Normally, I'd have to be dealing and putting you and, well, your crew, everyone else here, in jail. Because, well, you and Usagi, you two are definitely well known for problems wanted by the Navy. And, Malis, I know your name well enough. I saw the report when it came in. I'm the one who put it into the file at the dock.
Pleasure.
I know what you did. I'm not gonna.
He just says pleasure as like a fucking greeting, bitch. I don't care anymore.
Frankly, if the Navy comes here, I'm just going to turn a blind eye. You don't have to worry about it. Take as many days as you need to harbor here before you leave.
Well, that's convenient.
I'm not going.
Thank you.
I can't, in good conscience, put you in jail after what you've done for us. I will say this. If you're willing, of course, we'd love to have a party of some sort for the lot of you. I think it's only fair. Yeah! You've done a lot for us. So I think it's only fair that we can at least do that.
Well, I will graciously accept.
Frodo
He does
leaves
a
to
little
Usagi.
bow. His hat nearly falls off his head, but he puts it back.
Ublex needs to look for clothes.
Frodo leaves to Usagi, whispers in his ear, and says, "What's a party?"
Oh, you don't know. Oh, this is going to be fun.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think I ever learned them in my before stuff.
Tell me, do you know
Ublex doesn't
alcohol-
know what a party is
Tell
either.
me, do you?
Malice is from a different culture.
Tell me, do you know what alcohol is?
Sorry, what was that, Ree?
Tell me, do you know what alcohol is?
would.
It's the type of water that makes people stupid, right?
That's the
Oh,
way
yeah.
of putting it.
I have such things to educate you about.
Dianos would just kind of look to him and go, to make it simple, because I know you've been, engaged for a while. That's not really a nice way to put that.
It's fine. There's really no way to sugarcoat.
Yeah. I mean, personally, if I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was kind of stupid they did that to you, but, and what the fuck do I know? I'm a human.
What do I know?
I'm a human. What do I know? It's not like the people they're all so fucking. Don't get me started. All right. Fact is, a party's great. Basically, later tonight we're gonna try and get some food because we had to do a lot of farming because of those fuckers. So we have a lot of food and stuff. Basically, party's simple. We just throw a bunch of food together. Everybody gets to celebrate. There's music. There's dancing. All that fun stuff. We'll put it up in the town center of the. We'll put it in the center of the town. We don't really have too much. If you guys want to do any shopping, we don't have too much here because a lot of towns were destroyed. But I don't. We could probably get your goggles fixed, and well, if you're, he kind of like looks over at Ublex. Friend. What are you? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. It's just I've never seen a blue slime. This is news to me.
Wallace is checking around the
I don't
vault.
know what I am either, dude.
Well, if you want clothes, we can get you some.
Please get me some clothes.
Well, yeah. Well,
Ublex is gonna turn into their male form.
their male form. Okay.
Yeah. It's no longer like a small cleisure, but like a medium size, like. Gonna be a short king, though.
Yeah, short king.
5'2".
Yeah, 5'2", slime boy.
I need clothes.
You just go, okay, oh, that's kind of creepy without the eyes. Alright, yeah. Alright, yeah, we'll get you some clothes. One of the miners that came out with us, they actually kind of ran the clothing store, so they can get you hooked up, not a problem. So if you just go over to Golthine, the Furbolg, they'll get you hooked up.
I'm sorry to derail this really quick, but for the YouTube audience, I want to tell a funny little tidbit about Nitsify's height. So,
don't you
you
fucking
guys don't know this. Me and Nitsify actually live in the same state. So, we went out to go see a movie together. We had to make a pretty long drive. And he has talked so much shit about height. Because I have gotten to know him. And when I first saw his face in real life in front of me, his height was exactly what I thought it was.
I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, I've like gaslit you through the majority of the time before I met you about my height.
Oh no, I didn't believe you. I could tell from the way you were talking about it that you were lying like hell.
It was a very sarcastic, constant joking. I never told you the proper height, and then we met. It's like, yeah, what is it, 6 foot man?
Yeah, I'm 6 feet.
Yeah, 6 feet meets 5'5". Like, but Mollis, you said that you're looking around the vault. Are you looking for anything specific, man? I mean, it's mainly just a bunch of money.
Okay, I didn't know what was in here.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, you can roll a perception check. Maybe you'll find something that even the guard doesn't know about.
Might as well. I'm the man who's got 1 hit point and a prayer is looking around.
Yeah, Ublex is getting hooked up. Chrono and Usagi, I mean, you guys were kind of just looting, and he was the only one that really mentioned it at the time, so I'm just going to have Mollis only roll for it, if that's alright with perception.
Fair.
So what'd you get?
I got a dirty 22.
Nice.
Okay.
22.
I had
got
something
22.
prepped for this just in case.
I
So-
got 22 on eyeballs. Now whatever it is, I'm grabbing it.
I'm gonna roll to see what you got here. My.
I got 8 eyes scanning this bitch.
Oh, I almost forgot to ask.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. Do we level up?
I will be telling you that in just a second here. Oh.
Understood.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the you got something you weren't supposed to tone of voice.
So the thing is, I set up a chart ahead of time, and I would be rolling a d20, and every different number had a different item.
Neat.
So you find a piece of paper. Are you gonna read it?
Can I read it?
What languages do you know?
Abyssal, Common, Deep Speech, Draconic, Primordial, Sylvan, and Telepathy.
You're literally the only one that would have been able to read this. Fuck. Okay.
Fucking mint.
Right. So this is written in Abyssal.
Yay.
Abyssal is commonly used by Underdark, by Undersea, specifically by Undersea people that live, like, in the ravine, like, the really deep areas. Not where, like, Triton folk live, but more where, like, the deep Titan creatures type of live at. It is also used by demons. Normally. That's kind of like the mixture. This is a soul contract.
Oh. It's mine now. I keep.
Yeah. Yeah,
That-
Yes.
Peculiar.
it hasn't been signed, so like it's like, you know, connected to someone, but there's no name written down on it. So whoever had this just didn't dedicate themselves, I guess. Or maybe they're having it as a last second emergency, like if things go to shit. Most likely it was from the sheriff, because this is underneath the sheriff's office. Either the sheriff or the mayor, one of the two.
Where could Chrono get his goggles fixed?
So you will actually be going with the clothing person with Ublex, because they would kind of be able to deal with this, do a 2v1 on this. So yeah, you would just see, and once again, I do have a picture for this. I'm pretty sure I do, unless it disappeared into the ether. It disappeared into the ether. Alright, fuck it, we ball, it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna fucking ball this. So you see this like 5'6" tall human. He has this like very scruffy brown hair. And again, because they've been in the mines, he has this like brown tunic that's pretty torn to shreds. Like literally it's at that point where the right sleeve is just missing. It's just missing. There's definitely been some areas where he's probably been attacked, where they probably just like beaten him before, because there's like slashes in some bits of the you know, tunic, and then very torn brown like trousers. Most likely this dude was just wearing just natural leather, because at this point he probably just said, "Fuck it, I'm not ruining my nice clothes for these people."
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right as like, I guess me and Ublix walk in, Chrono's gonna say, hi. I'm Chrono. I was told you could fix this.
Oh.
And he shows him a pair of his broken goggles.
Yeah, yeah, I can fix that. Yeah,
okay, cool.
let me just get my stuff so I can actually try and fix this a bit. Alright. What type are these? Oh goodness. Okay. So I could try to fix this. There might still be some like cracked like marks into it though. That's the only problem. I don't know if I can fully get rid of all the damage into it. I have an exact pair like this though, or at least they're pretty similar. They might just need some adjusting. That's the only thing. It's meant for a different sized head. Someone ordered these a while back, and they just never came back for it.
Chrono picks up his goggles for a second. He kind of looks like he's reminiscing for a minute. Like, how should I put this? Like, he kind of doesn't want to let this part of his past go. But then he says, well, yeah, okay. Yeah, that sounds good. These new goggles that you mentioned.
Alright, yeah. Here, you can have these. And he kind of like reached, and you can tell that like when you went to the store, they definitely fucking ransacked this place. It's an absolute mess. But it sounds like he definitely tucked away his more valuable stuff, like, away so they couldn't find it. So he reaches into, like, basically an under compartment, and you can hear a bit of rustling, and then eventually comes out with, like, a box that has these, like, pretty pristine, well taken care of goggles. And you just kind of put it onto the counter and just go, here you go. For later tonight, I'll try and see if I can fix this up and see what I can do for your goggles. But for now, just take it as a spare, worst scenario.
Okay.
Now,
thank you.
for your...
So,
Yes?
how should I put this? Chrono points to Ublix, which I'm assuming he hasn't noticed yet.
Oh no, he was about to get to him actually. He was looking,
gotcha.
he was trying to figure out where to look specifically, because natural like customer service, you look in the eyes. He was kind of like darting, like where's the eyes? Where's the?
Ublex is gonna form some little oval things that look like eyes.
He's like, okay, good. That gives him something to work with here. He's like, okay, great.
I'm drawing Ublex right now.
Hell
Just doing
yeah.
a little doodle.
Little doodle.
Chronos
Hell yeah.
just says they're harmless, so please don't worry about it
Can I
too
have
much.
some clothes,
Hey.
please?
Yeah. I
would
won't
you
worry about
wear?
it. What type of clothes?
I am naked!
Oh, she's drawing it. Holy shit.
Oh god.
She's drawing it. Oh man.
What?
There's no genitals.
Yeah, thank
Do not
you.
worry.
Thank you.
No, there are no genitals.
Thank you. I didn't need to see
Incredible.
dick and balls tonight.
So you're just
Nice channel content page.
Yeah.
so you got you do nice pecs. Anyway.
Nice packs.
Nice packs.
Well, now
Ooblex-
everyone's taller than me.
Ooblex would figure that maybe to draw less attention, he'll have a more humanoid shape.
Yeah. You just figure out. Ublex can figure out the shape. If he wants to, he can go and they can go to the two forms that they have for humanoid if they want to, so that way they can get measurements for both clothing types if they want to. That's up to them.
Measurements, let's go.
Yeah, he'll do
I mean-
measurements and everything for you.
The measurements will still be similar. So,
Hell yeah.
looks to just go in as is.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Not as a blob.
So, because you said you're drawing your clothing right now, right?
No, I was just doodling.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, then
I just said it in the channel. That's it.
okay, I got you. Also, yeah, no, she drew him like kind of slim, a little bit of a slutty waist. Not gonna lie, but man's got like he has like the shoulders for days.
I like
decent
drawing
pecs.
slutty men.
Hey, I get you. I've done the same. Look at Viper.
No, Sean.
That's a D&D
For those
character.
of you who don't
Yeah.
know, it's the D&D character that me and Nitz are in a campaign that's actually TM'd by our very own Reed.
Yeah. Like I said, three out of the 5 people here are DMs. Funny enough. That being said, I'm gonna let you. What would you want to have like him get clothing wise? I'm gonna just let you go at it. He wouldn't be able to do anything like royal, like really extravagant, because obviously he's a little thin on supplies. But you know.
Can you make just like a cloak, little cloak?
Just like a little cloak? Yeah.
Yeah, just cover the whole body.
Yeah, hell, honestly, he'd probably have some in the back. Because, yes, they got ransacked, but, like, cloaks are so common that pirates really wouldn't even bother ransacking for cloaks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he can just grab a cloak from the back and just kind of hand it over to you.
Yay!
Yeah!
That's all the clothing Ulex needs, a cloak. Hide the fact that he has no mouth.
Yeah! Now, if there is anything else that anyone wants to do before the party, or during the party, let me know. But before the party, especially before the party actually kicks up.
Let me think.
Because, like, this is the best time for you guys to socialize, get to know each other, get to talk with people. You know, this basic stuff. You know, just normal stuff. Yeah?
I at my
I'm gonna
1
go find a
HP.
wife.
You're at 1 HP. You're in a what? You're gonna find a wife?
Chrono is probably gonna go ahead and just head back to the ship really quick, just check on Benjamin and just kind of like regroup himself, get his thoughts back together after all that.
Alright. So while you're heading up to the ship, Malas, Yusagi, Ublak, besides finding a wife, is there anything else? And otherwise I'll have to Chrono.
Finding a wife.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm going to
I
go
did
get the hostage.
well,
One at a time, please. Acrid started speaking slightly first. It might have been a Discord delay, but just in case, we're gonna go Acrid first and then Yusagi, if that's okay, because that's the delay that I heard it in, at least, or I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So Acrid, what was your bid?
I'm going. Mollis is going to head over to the hostage.
Okay, you're gonna head to the hostage. Yusagi, what did you want to do?
I would assume the shops aren't open yet, right?
They're kind of getting stuff fixed up. A lot of these shops probably won't even have much because they have been ransacked at the end of the day. So it's kind of debatable
I'll have to
what
deal with
loot's
that
gonna
later.
be here. Is there any type of shops you're
Unfortunate.
looking about in specific?
I don't. Not in particular, but if most of them are like down, then I will deal with it later.
That's fair. It'll probably take a day for them to get everything fully going because they kind of have to just
it would
fix
be-
up the buildings, basically.
And obviously I was thinking about getting wasted, but I can do that at the party. I don't need to worry about
Yeah, you can wait for the party for that.
that.
All right. Well, while you're
Yeah, I
ramming
can't-
your brain.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, and maybe we'll come up with something as this goes on. So
Okay.
we're gonna hop to Malas because it's gonna take around a little bit of time to walk over to the ship. While Ublux is finding a wife. So Malas, you want to go talk to the hostage. She is kind of,
And-
yeah.
Yeah, and I also want to properly get to at least acknowledge who the furball is, because Mollis didn't really get to interact with her at all.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, Gulthine, the Furbolg, is basically just like she has the hostage just kind of like leaned up against the like wall of the outside of the church, basically like right here, and it's just kind of like tending to her to like what she can do, just making sure that she isn't dying.
Yeah, that's a priority. Good job, bud.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Barbarian is doing medical checks. Let that sink
God, why, dude? It's almost as bad as a monk doing it.
in.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I know what I
realized
need to do.
something. Isn't there someone who's still in the prison?
You can check. Usagi was the only one that saw it.
He was
Oh,
dead.
right. Yeah, I remember Usagi pointed.
I wouldn't have told you about that, but you can look.
Yeah, he was currently on the floor bleeding out, like, pretty badly. Like, the shot of him being revivable, or, like, being savable was pretty low.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, I know what I want to do.
I'm not gonna look at it, but I just thought I'd point that out in case that was important.
That's fair, that's fair. Yeah, honestly, so much time has passed, he's probably dead by now.
Mollis is still reaching out mentally to see if there's anyone in extreme pain.
Whatever.
Whatever the fuck that's worth.
I mean, you're not sensing too much anymore. Like, the people who are in pain are people that have, like, gotten out of the mines. Like, people that were kind of, like, beaten to crap. But they seem to be tending to the other townspeople, so you don't need to worry too much about that. What was the interaction you wouldn't have with these people?
He gets up and he's still kind of keeping his pain visibility to a minimum.
That's fair.
Not to try to be tough, just because he doesn't want to deal with it. He's
Fair.
mostly, I'll fucking be in pain later. I don't fucking move on.
Yeah.
He would ask the he's going to look at the hostage and get a gauge on. He's gonna try to gauge whether or not she can walk. He's assuming not really.
So what you can tell, like, as of now, like, she'll probably be able to walk around later on, like, in a few hours, but, like, right now, it's better that she doesn't. Like,
Okay.
if she did, she'd probably be stumbling around quite a bit.
Okay, so Mollis did tell the guy he would get him his friend.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
Yeah, so Mollis is basically, he gets that and he's like, alright, guess I'm carrying your ass.
Oh, boy.
The crippled man is going to inform her. He basically was like, what race was her friend? I want to say...
It was a drow.
Yeah, he was like, were you friends with a drow?
Yes, I was, is he alive?
He's alive.
Oh, goodness.
I helped him.
Thank you.
I helped him and got him to ship, and I made him a promise to get you to him. And in the state I am, I'm still going to do that.
I feel like Gilthine would kind of look to Mollis and just go, I can get her. You should...
He
You
looks
should
at her with
rest.
this look of, I'm fine, just ignores the pain. I'm fine, I'm definitely not fucking crippling agony.
Yeah, she's going to pick her up because she is not letting you fucking murder your back.
Brother, I was about to. Mollis was fully prepared to carry this bitch with fucking however many slash wounds he has on his body.
No offense, Malice. I'd rather you not go unconscious with a person who's already wounded.
Totally fair.
You're not looking too hot.
I wasn't going to ask you to do something.
I'm
Your
fine. The rogue with a pushover. And she just grabs her and throws her over the shoulder, basically.
Oh.
Yes, so Mouse is at least attempting to get acquainted with her, and if the hostage is at all available for speech, get to know what the fuck she was, who she was. But his main goal right now is to at least get it so the Furbolg understands he's not just the quiet asshole. He's trying to actually understand who the fuck has been with them.
That's fair, that's fair. If you can tell me like what type of wording like he's saying this stuff as, because it's kind of hard to like give you an answer if I don't like
I
actually
know
what he's saying.
That's me trying to orientate my own brain.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because speech is fucking difficult.
That is also fair.
He's I don't know either of you all too well, but I'm just curious as to I know I was locked up after you, and I don't know what you did to piss them off, but I'm curious on why you angered Curious as to what you did to piss off the pirates, and curious as to what you did to piss off the world government.
You would see Gulthine kind of just look to you and go, I think I told someone this. I don't remember who though. It might have been the rabbit.
It might have been the fucking rabbit.
It might have been the rabbit. They took my people. I was the chieftain of a native tribe in Whiteside, and they took my people. The villages in the area started taking over, and then the people running the island started basically enslaving my people, selling them to the world nobles, that sort of thing. Started pissing me off, I took it personally. So I, with my other 13 remaining tribe members, went to go and redeem it. We were going to go kill the king. Sadly, we were stopped only because the Navy showed up, and one of their admirals caused us a problem. If it hadn't been for their admiral, they'd be dead. Every single one. I can guarantee you that. You'd also see
Malice is now invested in this.
Like I said before, I plan to grab my own ship, but I'll keep in touch with the rest of you in case you need any help, and vice versa. I know you've been dragged to Whiteside, and your other friend, I think his name is Chrono. If I remember correctly, he has his own past with Whiteside, so for our own separate reasons, I'm sure he might want to help later on when the time comes to strike at Whiteside again.
Mollis would state as a response, he goes, I'm the last of my people. I have no love for the world government.
They hunted you down, didn't they?
My hive is all gone.
I heard about that. I was hoping it was a rumor. So, they actually are going out of the way to hunt down the ocean tribes? All the ocean races?
They destroyed my Grieger hive, and now the Inglerians we were keeping at bay will now have full reign. Can't wait for them to deal with that.
She just sighs. There is just an annoyance within that exhale. It is fairly obvious.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just that this is some really happy music for like Malice talking about all of my friends are dead.
Listen, I expect the
fucking
tone
friends
shift, okay? I can change it. Here we go.
No,
Nah, you did it. City of Sorrow.
Fucking man. This is how Mollis is always feeling.
Oh man. Yeah, no, the hostage would kind of just like, she waits a moment for just like in the silence because she doesn't want to like interrupt with all this, and then would eventually chime in and just go, you asked about what I did?
Indeed.
I didn't do anything. They said they wanted entertainment. I think they mentioned that multiple times. I could hear them shouting on the roof. They forcibly made me their entertainment.
Oh boy.
That's the best way I can put that. So,
Got it. So he's getting fed his teeth 4 times over.
if you would, that'd be great.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, no. Mollis says this with the most. His tone is empty. But at this point, he's taking all this shit almost fucking personally at this point. He's like, I fucking don't know. He fucking said the entertainment shit. when I was losing my fucking mind, so now it's fucking personal, you little shit. Come here.
That's fair.
He looks at her and goes, I'll make sure he eats his fucking heart.
I appreciate that. And if you could, in the process, grab his sword and shove it through his hand. Just a little bit of extra torture. I feel like it's well deserved.
You'll get a Krieger specialty.
Thank you.
Which, he would not elaborate much, but he basically promises he will give that guy a Krieger torture special.
Hell yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
why
deadly.
some Kriegers do to people they don't like when they want to send a message.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh.
So while you're walking over, I know Usagi, you said that you came up with something in mind. You can let me know right now, but we're gonna hop over to Chrono. What was the thing you had in mind?
I'm gonna. There was another ship here when we got here, right?
So technically those ships are pretty fucked up. There is if I remember correctly, in the 5th dock, there is a destroyed Navy vessel. And the
I
first...
just want to see if there's anything useful there.
That's fair. Yeah, you can go check that. The 1st dock had a pirate ship that had docked there at one point, but it's
now it's
been
gone.
gone. Yeah.
Shit.
But you can check it.
Well, I'll just check that messed up Navy vessel, I guess.
So you'll make your way over. Chrono will get to the dock first, obviously, so we'll go ahead and hop over to him.
Okay.
Chrono, how are you approaching?
Hey.
What's going on?
I'm walking.
With your legs?
Yeah.
Damn, not even handstanding. Kind of a like, I don't know, like,
But look,
kind of a
even
beta
though my
move.
character is a monk, doesn't mean he's gonna do some kind of like crazy training regimen just yet.
bro, don't you want to be, what's that guy from Naruto? Lee, I think his name is? Don't you want to be like
Rock
Lee?
Rock Lee?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brock Lee, yeah.
Yeah, Rock Lee's cool.
Rock Lee,
Yeah,
love
man,
that guy.
dude's chill. Okay, so, you said you wanted to go check on Benjamin, right?
Yeah, but mostly Chrono just kind of wants to. How should I put this? You know, when you have a really exhausting day at work and then you just come back home, you're just like really sick of life, and then you just flop on the bed and don't move for like 30 minutes?
Yeah.
So, Chrono is just gonna board the ship first, and he is just gonna flop on like the random pillow and bed he left out on the main deck and just sigh.
Just kind of look to him, and I want to mention that Benjamin has kind of been checking in and out on this drow. The drow's kind of just like propped up against like the barricade of the ship, but like he's sitting up. He seems to be conscious at least, which is a good thing. Benjamin was kind of crouching down beside him. He just kind of look over to you and just go, "Hey mate, saw how everything went over there. You all right? Saw you and the fish." Mollis. I'm still getting everybody's names down a little bit, but I saw the two of you go down at one point. You alright?
Chrono sits himself back up and kind of goes to like the crisscross applesauce sitting position. And he says, to be completely honest with you, I'm really not sure. I mean, obviously it hurt like hell when that asshole hit me with his head, but oh, thank you for the save, by the way. That health potion was really helpful.
Always trying to look over people when I can.
But anyways, that captain said how because I froze part of the island that day, he was able to escape that ship, and Chrono grabs his left hand with his right, the one that has the glove on it.
Yeah.
The idea of thinking just how much hurt that man could have done for a mistake I've made when I was locked away doesn't make me feel good.
I know the pirate, because I with me being a guard in the past, I've seen his poster around, but, I didn't know he was at the island. So he was there? Like, at...
Do you even know the full story of what happened that day?
I don't. I wasn't even a guard at the time, so...
I'll tell you. Just... Wait, out of curiosity, would Usagi actually overhear this?
Usagi, Malus, and the Furball would probably be walking up. You know what? Let's do something. Malus and Usagi, roll me separate, just base D20 rolls. Nothing, no like modifiers, just normal D20s.
Okay. That's an 11.
Okay. Acrid?
I'll roll digitally. I need to stop. I need to put my dice away.
Oh, sorry, man.
I rolled well, but I'll roll digitally. I'll just say fuck that dice. That was a good roll too. I'm sad.
I mean, like, worst scenario, like, if like you guys have like really bad roll days, then I'll allow physical dice. Like, again, I'm just kind of testing the water to see what would work best for people, because it allows me to at least be able to look over and be like, oh, okay, that's what he rolled, in case like I mishear someone or something like that. Because with us having a bit of a bigger party compared to what I'm normally used to DMing for, I want to make sure that I actually hear people right.
Badness.
Oh.
I rolled significantly worse. Oh well.
You know what? We'll do this. We'll do this. Reed, roll me one more time, and whoever had the higher roll, we'll just do it like that. How about that?
Alright.
What was the roll that you had,
Okay.
Acrid?
I had an 18 physical.
Okay.
5.
Damn, Reed. Okay. Yeah. So Malus and the Furbulk would be approaching before Reed does. So they would probably be an earshot to a degree, very lightly.
Alright, alright, lore time. Okay. So,
Oh boy.
I know you've mentioned her name before, Samantha.
Yes.
We were best friends growing up. I was an orphan and she was pretty much the only friend, and that and one other person growing up. She was the one who learned about the legend of the time fruit on the island, and she was the one who asked me to go check it out with our other friend was busy that day. And little did we know it, 3 pirate groups were also after the fruit. And they attacked us after we somehow found the fruit together. I didn't know what else to do, so I panicked. I ate the fruit, and, well, you know the rest.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I hadn't seen her. I didn't know. At least to that degree. I've heard... shit. I was more just hoping that was more of a rumor than anything. I know I've mentioned to her multiple times when we were at the prison, but I didn't know... I was really... I guess I just wanted to hope that she hadn't actually gotten caught in that. But I guess that's... We can't have everything. Things happen.
Technically, she's still alive, but at this point, Chrono takes out a wooden watch he's kept with him and starts kind of fiddling with it and says, I think this is just only a theory, but if it's time related, then I could probably find some way to undo it. Like, I've relearned how to undo certain moments, even for a few seconds, and it looks like nobody was able to really tell, but if my powers are able to reset them, I mean, maybe it's possible I could reset that time spell on the island? It's only a theory, though.
Maybe.
As I just learned, Chrono suddenly slams his fist to the ground and says, I'm weak. I fucking week. And I'm not going to stand for this.
I think it's possible. I remember when I started the job, I used to hear... I remember the reason why they locked you up was because they wanted to see if they could get you to reverse it. The higher-ups, I guess they thought that if they bribed you enough, you could do it, but to me, I felt like it was frankly obvious that, you didn't know how to. They were scared of you, for sure. I mean, think about it, when you're weak but you have a bunch of money, what else would you do except lock people away that are stronger than you? That led to the strife in the world. I think it's possible. I don't know much about the fruits, but I do know that you can master it and you can build new abilities by training, by doing things. I mean, we've seen pirates and navy alike throughout history using these fruits and learning new things and finding different ways to master them. We've seen countless things of that, but the time when I can't say because, well, nobody had found a time fruit until you did. Nobody knew it was a thing for sure, it was more just rumored, if anything. Because we figured, well, why would a god put a fruit for time? That's absurd. But then you found it. Well, I guess nothing's possible.
Materializes the orange gear that he has been using. That seems to have a direct relation to his powers. And he says, of course, it's, I was able to make peace with the idea of being a god for never liked swimming anyways. Why the hell? And I get arguably the most unstable one in probably the entire world.
I've heard of unstable ones before, but normally I don't know. It's the god fruits are normally a little bit more unstable side. It's just a bit, how do I put it? I don't know.
Chrono gets up at this point and says, well, as much as I want to feel sorry for myself, if I'm stuck this way, I'll just have to find a way to make the best of it. Oh, I meant to tell you.
Yes.
They're having a party to celebrate the, technically not death, but just in general, the removal of those assholes.
Oh, that's great, mate. Oh, did you not manage to kill them? Well, actually, no, never mind. I got to see them. I was really hoping that maybe you just landed a final blow and maybe the bodies just kind of, I don't know, teleported or something. So they're really not dead, huh?
No. From what I've gathered, the captain's ability seems to be some sort of teleportation, but they need to meet certain requirements before to actually use it. For example, I think if they wanted to teleport, the easiest way for them to do it is to swap places with another, or get two others to swap places with each other. That's how he almost got Malice.
Man. Well, we'll get them next time if we run into them. The ocean's very big, the seas are very big, but we run into them. We gotta make sure we finish them.
I think I've made up my mind. Would you mind giving everyone my greetings at the party? I think I'm gonna stay on this boat. My power's good, but if I don't start training myself like hell from now, I might as well give up on this journey.
Mate, as much as I understand that, you need to let your body rest a bit. Muscles are gonna start tiring and things like that. If you don't pace yourself, it's gonna get worse. And not just that, but it's also your first time you've, well, seen the outside in a very, very long time. Why why don't you enjoy the party? You can start training tomorrow. If anything, the swaying waves will actually help out with stability when it comes to balance.
Sorry, that's good advice, bud. After everything that's happened, I don't think I can enjoy myself right now.
Alright, well, I'll bring some alcohol back at the very least.
Actually, I think I prefer food.
Alright, fair enough. Benjamin would start to get up and walk off, if that is the case.
So, Chrono is just training at this point. Basically, he's trying to apply martial art philosophy of Bruce Lee, where he is practicing the same move multiple times.
Alright. As Benjamin begins to leave and get off the ship, he would just kind of look back and go, you don't have to worry too much. I'll be here till the day I die to help you out, so just give it your all. I don't know what lies ahead, but we'll get through it. We always do, don't we? After all, we're both alive. That's something to be worth living about. And kind of walk off after that. And as he walks off, he'd be passing by Malus and Gulthine, and eventually Usagi, who's starting to catch up.
Alright. I mean, I'm just going to that one wrecked ship to see if there's anything important there.
Hell yeah. So we're going to do that wrecked ship before we get into Malus and the others. So you are heading over to this Navy ship. It's a little wrecked. Like, as in, like, the area where normally the sails would be hosted at, for example, that's just broken. It's just snapped. There are barrels that used to contain probably what was, like, a bunch of stuff. Those are normally, most of those are smashed to smithereens. The steering wheel, gone.
Okay.
But if you win, you can go ahead and roll a perception check to see if you can find anything.
Alright. That's an 18.
Nice. Okay.
Excellent.
So,
Okay.
with an 18,
Yes.
you will find. You're gonna start. You start like kind of going through like the kitchen area and the and like the lower deck. And there's a few things that you'll find that could be of use to you guys. First of all, is that you would find that there are some cannonballs that have been kind of left behind. Specifically, why did I get added in NPC visuals and it's gone? I don't know what happened there.
I think I was trying to point out the NPC from prison, but then y'all said they were dead, so...
Maybe. That's probably the case. That's probably what it was then. So you would find with that, I'm going to roll one extra thing right here real quick. Besides some cannonballs, you will find that is ironic. Why is that what you got?
Are you serious? What did I get?
So you rolled out of a d20 at 19.
Okay.
Which is the bag of catnip. That is an item in D&D. Not even a joke. That would, you could use that on Tabaxi and Khajiits.
I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, that's. Why did you
Incredible.
get that? What is the luck of that?
I'm gonna. Oh, you know. This is gonna come up at some point.
I want to mention I put that there like, oh, it'd be funny if I just put that there. It's not like he'll ever get it. He got it.
All right. Well, the second Nekomata comes up, Nekomata appears again. I'm going to try and, bribe her with weed.
Weed.
Yeah. So you can look at how the mechanic of that works, basically. But I'm pretty sure they just like miss a turn or something like that. But you can look at.
No,
the
I mean, I wasn't planning on using it for that. I wasn't planning on using it for that. I was planning on using it for bribes.
Fair.
Anyway, let me add this.
So that means that there was definitely on this like ship, there was at least a tabaxi somewhere here.
Well, I think I know how Nekomata got in. The question is how she left.
That's always a good question, honestly.
The real question. Wait. No, she couldn't have left. I doubt she'd go on the pirate ship, and that means she's still here, probably.
Possibly.
That makes it would make no sense. Anyway, I'm just gonna add to that. Add the catnip.
All right.
gonna...
That's all you're really gonna find there is some cannonballs. If you want to bring that to your ship, so you at least
I can't bring that there myself. You think I can fucking lift those?
you can just grab someone if you want. There's like 7 cannonballs.
I'm gonna call somebody. I'm gonna run over to our ship to like. Well, I found some cannonballs. If anybody needs those.
I guess technically Chrono's the only one on the ship. Oh wait, no, Malice is on the ship now, right?
Malice and Goldthine were just starting to approach the ship. Goldthine will go deal with the cannonballs and grab it. She would just kind of set the hostage down.
Look what I got.
Malice is picking the hostage up to take her to the dragon.
Catnip.
Yep.
Pulls out catnip. This will be useful indeed.
Goldthine just kind of like raises her eyebrow a bit. She's not going to say much to that, but it is just the very obvious, what the fuck are you planning? But she's going to go get those cannonballs for you.
Chrono stops like mid-move. I'm assuming he's within earshot.
Yes, you'd be in earshot of this.
He is.
Yeah, who just kind of hear all of it, and he just kind of raises an eyebrow, shrugs, just gets back to training.
Fair. Malice. Hostage.
Uh-huh. With my 1 fucking HP, I'm picking her ass up and taking her to the dragon.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are like right there, so you literally just have to board the ship. There is a plank, so you can just kind of walk up it.
Yay.
So yeah, you can get her up to the drow.
Where? Yay. Fucking 1 health and a prayer.
Yeah.
Chrono stops after a practice round and then looks at them and says, Malice, do you want some help? You don't look so good.
I can manage. It's only a bit more.
Okay, if you're sure. And he'll get back to it.
Malice would fully get over the ramp at that point, I feel like. And the drow would kind of just look up as he, at this point, like, he had just been, like, refastening some of the bandages that had kind of come loose, basically. Because Benjamin, he's not a doctor at the end of the day. He tried.
None of those fuckers are.
Yeah, he's trying. He would just kind of look up and go, oh, thank goodness. Thank you. Oh, are you all right? Are you okay? For the both of you. She would just kind of nod her head and just kind of go, I'm alive. That's something, right? It's good to see you again, Phalor. It's good to see you too.
That's the fucker's name. I never got the name.
Yeah.
I'm watching that fucker in my nose.
He would just go, what about you, Grieger, right? You look a little, you look like me when I was in the alley.
Yes. Name's Malice. Pleasure to meet you.
It's good to meet you, Malice. I don't have much, but, I do want to thank you for grabbing me out of the alley, considering I would have died. He kind of just reach into his pocket and just go, it's not a lot, but it's all I have. And he would hand you 25 rupees. Which, you would know that in this world, 25 rupees is pretty fucking poor. Like, that's not good.
Okay, Malice. Oh boy, this is a fucking... Malice would decline.
Alright.
You've got a city to get back in order. Keep your money. I did it because I thought it'd be right. And I'm trying to learn what right is.
You and me both. It's weird being on the surface, so I get it. But I can't thank you enough.
Weird being on land.
You can say that. You can say that. Zora and I both are from that both of us are from the undersurface, so for us, coming to a village and then getting attacked only a few months after setting house, it's not really the best greeting in the world. I don't know if this is normal.
I can think of worse.
Hmm.
But there are good and there are bad. On all sides.
That
I
isn't
don't
the
really
truth.
know who's good anymore.
Well,
I know my people normally aren't.
if I make sure... I don't know if this will make any difference, but the Underdark is its own form of, hell. In its own way. I just pray that you don't have to ever head there that day.
We shall see. But if you two ever need us, if you call, at least I'll show up.
He'd kind of smirk a little at that and just go, I appreciate it. I heard, or at least I overheard about a party. You should go. I'll be there. So should she. Should probably rest up till then. And,
I might rest, yes. It's almost like he finally admits, like, okay, yeah, no, I need to sit the fuck down.
if you
I need
ever,
to
if you ever need help, you have my help. I know a bit of magic, just I'm a little limited.
I'll bear that in mind.
Yeah,
I hope I'll never need to call on you.
and I hope the same from me.
And Mollis would then sit the fuck down and take a short rest, because holy shit, he has 1 health.
Yeah.
If someone flicks him, he's dying.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
What about for you, Sagi?
I'm just gonna be sitting in the fucking plaza waiting for the party to start because I have nothing else to do.
Of course,
All
you
right.
fucking are.
And what about Ublex? Anything else, buddy, before the party kicks into play?
Ublex is gonna look around and see if there's somebody he can talk to.
Okay.
What?
Right.
What was the guy's name? What?
What? The Drow?
Yeah, the drow. And if I caught the lady's name, then I got none.
Um.
Mollis, this is
Yeah.
Chrono would see this. As soon as he sits down to rest, he starts writing in a journal.
Okay.
So
So I'll do this. I'll go up to their images I sent earlier, and I'll just edit their names and put it in there. So there's Phalor, and then there's Zure.
yay.
Why? I don't know why, but I think I broke my keyboard to a slight degree. I can no longer capitalize these unless I put caps lock on and then press Z. If I'm holding shift down while I press Z, it just doesn't work.
Huh.
Brother.
Dude, I need to replace this one day.
Interesting gimmick.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, I have a stupid idea.
Oh boy. Well, before we get to your stupid idea,
God.
right? So you, Ublex, so are you just looking for people of interest or just in general, just random people?
In general, just random
Oh,
people because
boy.
Ublex. Oh no, he's not trying to resent people. Okay, he doesn't.
Okay.
His brain is too small for that right now. Okay, trying to understand what human nature is like. He's trying to understand.
Okay, so you're trying to
Okay,
observe
he's-
people then.
He's new. He's new to this whole thing.
I get you. So you would see a mix of things. You would see that a lot of townspeople that were like checking through windows, they've started coming out of the houses. They started talking with the guard. He started kind of like you got to see just like them kind of like talking, kind of like explaining down like, hey, yeah, no, we're good, we can do this type of thing. And then eventually I'd say like 15 minutes go by before you start seeing people hustling around as they're like starting to prep for the party. You can see that some people are like bringing tables from like their living rooms out because they don't have much to work with right now. But you can see them bring out like coffee tables, like dining tables. So it's a weird mixture of like tables of all different sizes, chairs of all different sizes. There you see that some people have started like cooking like near the plaza area, like just starting to prep stuff. Like there's a few people that brought
Ublex
out,
wants to help.
yeah, you can help. Yeah, you can start helping out. So you just slime over how are you approaching this?
He's gonna go. He's gonna go exactly right behind the cooks.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
you slime
And he's
up.
gonna ask,
Mhm.
how do you guys prepare for this?
Oh god.
Okay. So when you slime up right behind a chef and you ask how do you prepare for this, you look up and you see specifically that same kitsune, that like stared at you, you know, the father from before.
Daddy!
You would see him just kind of look down and go, "Oh, you're back. I'm glad to see you didn't get killed within all that mass destruction. Right, you want to know how to prepare? Have you? Well, yeah, sure. I'll help you learn how to prepare. Just make sure you don't get any slime up on there." And he would just start like laying out the ingredients and just kind of like pointing out to you, like just kind of like showing you like the different ways of cutting things, kind of like showing you different forms of like dicing stuff up. They're like setting up like shish kebabs and stuff like that, basically.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so they're basically gonna do like a grill out, essentially, is what they're doing.
He's gonna talk to the kitsune guy.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
any idle chat you want to have with him, go for it.
I have mine with several people.
Oh, ain't no way. If I was gonna talk to kitsune
Yeah, Kitsune.
guy and be like, so is it just you and your kid?
Sadly, wife was kind of murdered in the mix of the things, so I haven't told the kids yet. I feared it would be the worst time to ever tell a kid something like that as well. During times like that, I'm gonna break
He's
it to them
single,
soon
guys.
after. Yeah.
I will drown you.
Oh,
I might
You
have
are
to
my
strike Western
special.
shit got the
You are my
Oh.
special. Do. Oh man. But yeah, no, yeah, he would just kind of look at you and go, I don't want to be rude. I know there's mnemonicans, and I know they're like kind of pink slime people, but normally they like copy how other humans look or other races look, and normally they're almost to a T unless they really fuck up. And I've seen
Damn,
like
who likes
green
to fuck
slime.
up?
I've seen like green slime monsters, but they normally don't have any sentience. I really don't want to be rude, but what are you?
I have no idea what I am. As you can see, I'm trying to look like a human, but I can only make eyes and a
Oh.
body. Maybe some hair, but
Maybe
I'm still working on it.
maybe you
Can't make a mouth. Ah!
you can tell that like he's having problems figuring out when he should say something because
Just show a demonic
yeah.
mouth.
because there's no mouth, yeah. So like, so he's like, when do I speak? No, they're still speaking. No, not yet.
Yeah, Ubix is like making gestures to help him like
yeah,
enunciate, quote unquote, to
Oh,
make him
shit.
look like he's talking better.
yeah. He would just go, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is just a thought. Maybe you're a form of mnemonican. Maybe that's what it is. But they're normally not blue. I've never seen a blue one because the aberration magic always corrupts them.
Can you help me figure it out?
Oh, does he say that?
I
What?
can't. I fucking can't.
What did you fucking do?
So
Sound
Acrid-
effect.
Acrid has. Do you still have the soundboard like muted on Discord?
No, I don't.
So it was
I
the
heard
love
the
like,
sound.
like a fucking like love sound effect, like romance.
Suggestive sound.
Yeah, very suggestive sound.
There
Um,
is sound.
Suggestive reverb.mp4.
God damn it.
So does he actually say that?
Yeah.
Okay, he would just go, I'm not really a scientist. I've worked at a restaurant for most of my life. I don't really know if I'm going to be help with that.
I'll teach you how to cook. I love cooking.
I think we can both learn teach each other how to cook a bit. If you know a bit, I can teach you a bit, and vice versa. I'd like to get my tavern back up and running if possible.
Yeah!
Oh god!
My fucking
Oh,
Guttural.
Issa is like the epitome of she's quiet, she's talking at the sound of the volume. Next second, let's fucking go!
Let's go!
Like sound barrier breaking. Oh, dude. Yeah, no, you two would just like throughout this like time of like setting up the party, the two of y'all are just like going over recipe ideas, kind of just showing better ways to cook, kind of just learning from each other basically.
Awesome.
The kid's definitely also like the kid isn't helping, but she's definitely like every now and then like looking over, like trying to like watch. But you know, there's a lot of chefs in one area, so she can't really do too much. But every now and then she'll like come over for a little bit, watch like a little bit more or less like watch Oobleck, because Oobleck's more at her height than the others, than the adults. So more just watching her.
Buddy. He's just 5'2".
Yeah.
He's not that tall.
the kitsune daughter, she's like 4'7". She's like, so she's like, it makes it a little bit easier for her compared to like looking at like the more kitsune like person who's like, you know, 5'7". What was it, 5'6", 5'7"? I think it said 5'6". I'm horrible with all that, but you get the main idea. They're back.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like fucking like 6'3".
No. Yeah, no.
Hi, it's Ooblex looking up.
Kitsunes are actually normally a bit more on the shorter side, like compared to humans. Like they normally stand like 5'2" as like average for males, and like I'm pretty sure the women is like 4'9" on average. But this guy's a bit more on the taller side compared to a natural kitsune, but you wouldn't know that because you're Oobleck.
You're fucking
Ooblex doesn't know.
Yeah, it's the only kitsune that you've seen while like you guys set up for this party. I should mention that. Like it's one of the only kitsunes you've seen here.
Oh wow.
It's mainly
Ooblex
been
is like a week old.
Yeah. So for you, Oobleck, this is like a new species. You've never seen a kitsune. This guy has like 3 tails. I should mention that.
Ooblex is gonna stare at him. He wants to give himself ears.
You want to give
little kitsune ears.
Yeah, for like, I mean, honestly, you could say like throughout the party
Show
night,
them
you're
off.
just trying to like make kitsune ears. Like it kind of sloshes around, like, no, not quite. No, that looks a little bit more elvish. Oh god, why is it dripping? No, wait, fuck, let me retry.
Why is it dripping?
Why is it dripping?
It's just gonna be a running bit that Ooblex tries to like imitate other parts of different creatures and stuff like that. It just doesn't work.
Yeah,
half the time.
Yeah, like the ones that you've
Roll
done
for
enough.
performance each time, imagine.
Honestly,
Oh,
I'll
no.
probably make that happen. Thank you for the idea. In fact, roll performance
shit.
right now for the
That'd be
ears.
so funny. That'd be so funny.
Let's see how well you can do a kitsune. Go for it.
Performance, bitch.
You got this.
Wait, what's my modifier for performance?
I don't know.
On.
You're a warlock.
+3.
Okay, you got this.
Oh boy, here we go.
You got a 12? Okay, you know what? I'd say it's enough where like it's still kind of drippy, but at least it's not like
It's
falling, like starting to slide off your head or something like that. So you're able to keep the ears in place at least, but like it's still kind of drippy. Like it doesn't look solid like the rest of your body, if that makes sense. Because your body isn't.
Solid.
Because you're in a more humanoid form, you're able to kind of keep your body more solid looking because you've done this form enough times to look more human. Like there's always going to be a natural like drip no matter what, but it's way more solid than what plasmoids naturally would be able to do in their more, you know, natural form. So it's nowhere near your human form, but it's more like Oobleck form type of drippiness.
Oobleck form.
Oobleck form, slime form.
Oobleck got drip, but dude, he got the emotion.
Dude, he got that
What's the
motion.
cash flow like?
I mean, like, when you touch him, you've actually said that he just jiggles. So I guess he has motion,
Yeah.
technically.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so the night's gonna go by. As, like, it would roll around, like, 6 p.m. at this point. Actually, wait, no. Something just hit me, right?
Oh.
This fight was happening at night. Because y'all arrived at night.
Oh.
So, this is a midnight party. So so the moon is in the middle of the sky, and not just the moon. You can see the other two moons, one near the end, one near the other end of the world. You have 3 moons in the world. Fun fact. When the sun comes up, you don't see any of them, but you know they start showing up pretty quick. They basically just kind of like sit there with like 3 dots side by side. Basically, they're not really that spaced out at the end of the day. So there's one a little bit more to the left where it would have been like if it was like 1 or 2 p.m. Like 1 or 2 a.m. and the other one would have been like normally 11 or 10 a.m. P.m. Sorry, but you get the idea. But the main moon, the bigger moon of the 3, which is the moon that everybody bases time on, joke, is directly hitting the middle of the night.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah. There you go.
3 moons.
Yeah, 3 moons. Yeah.
Oh, good lord. Something terrible is gonna happen when they all align.
I didn't have anything planned for that, but thanks for the idea.
Oh no, why did I tell you that?
Thanks, man. Appreciate
There's a
it.
tsunami on every fucking island at once. Get fucked, humans.
Oh, man.
You can't breathe underwater, nerd.
Teehee. But yeah, so basically, within the night, the party would start kicking into place. So anybody who wants to goof around the party can do what you gotta do. If you wanna dance, if you just wanna hang out, eat, drink, whatever, it's completely up to you.
Anyone who's looking at Malice can see his glowing eyes. That's a fun little detail for Malice.
He has these glowing yellow eyes that you get a look at. That is true.
And everything else kind of just blends in with the dark.
Okay.
Yeah, Chrono would still just be at the ship. He purposely didn't tell Benjamin this, but he also didn't really want to deal with people looking at him weirdly because he figures everyone on that island probably knows who he is at this point.
That's fair. Before anybody starts saying anything else, I'll go and put out that the NPCs are kind of hanging around. You have Goldthine, who's kind of off to the side, just kind of like, she's sitting with like one other person, just chugging beer. It's legit just a chugging contest between her and someone else right now.
Excellent.
You have the Drow, who he aka Phaler and Zoray. Those two are just kind of like staying near each other, just kind of like talking, getting to know what's going on. Just normal idle conversation. You can see that the guard's just kind of keeping watch. It's pretty obvious he's still slightly on edge, and that'll probably be like that for a long time for that man. You can also see that, actually, you know what? Roll me a perception check for everyone who's at the party.
Oh god, okay. Listen, there's like 2 NPCs that I'm keeping a constant watch for, okay?
That's fair.
Oh no. Perception, you say? Okay.
Yes.
That's a dirty 20!
Dirty 20. What about the other two? Dirty 20 sick.
Working
That'll
on
definitely get it. That'll get it. What about Oobleck?
Bro's cooking.
Bro's cooking. So does he not want to look around then?
He's just chatting it up with the kitsune.
Alright, yeah, so he
Still
won't
chilling
notice.
with him.
Hell yeah. They're just gooping.
Wait,
they're
Ublex
sliding.
never asked for his name. He's gonna ask for a name.
You're gonna ask for his name? Alright. Yeah, so he would tell you that his name is Miko.
Miko.
M-I-K-O.
M-I-K-O.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go, Miko.
Yeah, Miko's absolutely chilling. Y'all are just chatting up, but with that 16 and that dirty 20, y'all both see this. So Usagi and Malice.
Yeah.
This is what the two of y'all will see. You would see, barely, with the DC being 16.
Fucking man.
There is a particular short-ass man that is hiding in between some barrels.
I was about to look for him.
The dwarf is chugging down any alcohol he can get a hold of.
I'm not dealing with this. You deal with this.
Why am I? Whatever. Fine, I guess you couldn't move him anyways.
That's the That's the advantage of being so. Puts on a cute face. Short and delicate.
Mollis is going to turn, look at him, and just says, and it just goes, "I will send you through a window."
I was not mentally prepared for that.
Like, Mollis just goes, "I will send you through a window if you ever do that to me again." Like, he goes, and that is not a threat. That is a promise. You're going through a window if you do that.
Don't worry,
again.
don't worry. I only do that when I'm trying to sneak into places.
Oh god.
I won't get you anywhere in the undersea.
Talk about it. They're no fun. Anyway.
I'm going to fucking strangle you.
I'm gonna go get food quickly before he gets pissed off by my cute voice.
Fair. So you're gonna waddle up to
I'm a
Ublex
fucking Grieger motherfucker.
Usagi will go waddle up to Ublex and the other chefs to go get food. But before we get to that, because I don't know if anything's gonna happen with that, Mollis.
I'm approaching the fucking dwarf.
You approach the dwarf.
I'm not even asking him to leave. I'm just asking why he didn't tell us he was coming.
Yeah. So he looks up, and he does that unfathomable, oh so lucky, unsynchronized blink.
I want to mention, I've actually done that in real life. It's really not that hard, and it really sets people off, and it's really funny.
Yeah. But yeah, no, he just does that. He just goes, "Oh, you're here.
Yes.
Cheers."
Cheers.
He's just like, he is like swinging side to side with his arm up. He has definitely spilt like a good portion of his like alcohol just doing that.
I want to mention, Masha, just make sure you can get back to the boat.
No problem.
I want to mention, I'm keeping this fucker around. I don't know what he can do, if anything, but I want to keep this fucker around.
Totally valid.
Like, I don't know. He could be one of those key NPCs that if you keep him around long enough, he'll prove useful. Or he's a waste of air, and I'll kill him eventually. Moving on.
Leave him here. I don't like him.
Well, he's coming along. I'm making sure his ass sticks with us.
Oh no.
Because, God forbid, I don't want these poor ass villagers to deal with him.
Understandable.
I fucking love that. That's great. That's awesome. Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, Mollis's actual perspective of it is, we can deal with you easily. I'm not sicking you on anyone else. If I hate a city, I'm sicking you on it.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
I will
good
drop you in
lord.
the back of some random tavern that's near some noble court that I fucking despise.
Oh,
And I will just
man.
make sure they never have alcohol. Because he's there.
Oh boy.
Absolutely incredible.
The ultimate infiltrator. The dwarf you can't move.
Oh man, I fucking love that. Okay.
That is Mollis's actual plan for this fucker. Is
Yeah.
like, you will prove useful at some point. Just for
It is
now, I
important.
have to deal with you.
Oh. Now we're gonna jump quickly over to Usagi, who is heading over to go grab some food.
Yes, indeed.
You can see that Ublex is currently sliming it up with a kitsune. But there's like a
Sliming it
row
up.
of like 10 different chefs just going at it, plus Ublex. So,
Oh my. Is there a menu or something?
so there isn't quite a menu specifically because it is like very last second for them.
That's fine.
But you can easily like look over, because like as they're cooking it, they're basically, but let's put it like this: they have the main serving table where they're putting the food at, and then their back is to that table with the grills basically being in front of them. So they're kind of like
see if
in
there's-
between it. Yeah.
Can I see if there's any fish on that table?
Oh yeah, there's
I
definitely
have a
some
plan.
fish.
Okay. I'm gonna order 2 of those.
Okay.
You could probably tell what my plan is already, don't you?
Perhaps.
2 orders of that, please.
Oh, I just got it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You order 2
Oh,
pieces
boy.
of fish. They get it up pretty quick. There's like one chef that's doing seafood. Everyone else is doing like shish kebabs or other thing. There's one guy's grilling fish on a grill. Let that sink in. But yeah, no, he
Okay.
does. He cooks up the fish. He gets it up to you pretty quick.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Okay, now I'm gonna find it, presumably an empty table,
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a few empty
And-
tables.
and then I'm going to pull out the catnip, start smoking it, and wait.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Oh, you know exactly what
That's
I'm
diabolical.
This
that.
this is about as blatant of a signal as I can possibly get. I know she can't have left the island yet.
Yeah.
Well, read
No
through
way in
that,
hell.
I actually thought
Because
of
it's physically impossible.
something Chrono would probably do at this point.
Okay.
So out of curiosity, would there be like a cloak or like just in general some kind of like easy disguise to hide your face on the ship?
Yeah, there's a few
Oh,
cloaks.
no.
Mainly because that there's a specific fishman that likes cloaks, and you can see that there is
Oh.
a normal cloak.
All right.
There's also the fact that Oobleck probably got a few extra from the from the clothing person, so that could have been brought over to the ship within the time being. So, we'll
Okay.
say for the sake of it, yes.
Okay, Chrono realizes at this point that he has gone roughly 12 hours without food, and
Yeah.
he should probably go change that.
Yeah,
he
you
doesn't
should.
want him to be recognized though, so he's gonna take a cloak and just kind of like sneak into the party to get the
Alright.
food.
So while you grab your cloak and start heading over,
A
you
question.
yes.
Does he grab Mollus's extra cloak? Or does he grab one of Ubek's cloaks? Because that will be important.
Probably Uplexes because I'd imagine Chrono would trip incredibly easily if he tried to wear Molluses.
Oh, that's true. Height difference is a thing after all.
Yes, I'm 6'11". That shit is like that's like a 7-foot cloak.
It's basically a blanket for Usagi and like Ooblex.
I could suffocate Usagi in a.
You could. You really could.
Why
if
would you do
wanted.
that though?
It's an option. Just remember that, fucking buddy, man.
Oh,
It's a
man.
fucking option I have.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, you know I can just turn invisible to escape you, right?
You know, I just thought of something. This is
Yeah.
just such a stupid thing, but like combo move of Usagi and Malice. They need to get Usagi into like a really tall building. Usagi holds onto one end of Mollus's cloak. Mollus spins him like a fucking shot put and yeets him into the fucking building.
God.
I've already established that
Brilliant.
rabbit tossing has to be a thing at some point, considering how light he is.
Yes, and for
Mhm.
Mollus, 25 pounds is the same as a halfling. He's already thrown a halfling.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
He's also
And
lighter
halflings
than a
are probably way
halfling.
more.
So,
Halflings are probably way more because they eat a lot.
Yeah. Getting back on topic though, that fish in the catnip. The reason why this music kicked in, I didn't get to use it last time.
fucking knew that would work.
You see her from like a rooftop, just
Perfect.
kind of like lean against the chimney, and then hop down and slowly make her way over. Just go. All right. What is it this time?
Oh, what?
Every time you do something like this, there's always a reason. So go ahead, spit it out. What is it? This is the fifth time you've done this, you know.
You really think so little of me?
Well, only partially. You need to earn my respect a little bit more if you want that.
well, I'm certainly trying. I've acquired something interesting recently, something I'm sure you don't have.
And what is that?
Pulls out. Would she know about the whole log post thing already? I'm pretty sure she wouldn't. Or would she?
The log post thing was pretty public. Because
yes.
Because you stole from a Navy headquarters, everybody would fucking know about that. So yeah, she would know about that.
How about this? I'm gonna pull out this coin.
Alright.
I've acquired this recently. But unfortunately, my feeble little rabbit brain doesn't know what to do with it. I was wondering if perhaps you could figure out what it does.
I could take a look at it, but what's in it for me? After all, I don't exactly work for free.
Thanks. He pushes the entire bag of catnip over in her direction.
Alright. I can count that as a deal. And she was going to go ahead and roll some arcanic checks and see what she can figure out here.
Oh, that fucking guy.
Told you this would.
So, you would see that she, like, inspects this coin, like, for a good while. I'd say for, like, maybe a good 5 minutes. And I want to mention that she has not sat down the entire time, but she has just kind of been, like, leaning over the table, basically. Kind of, like, with, like, one arm, like, her left arm kind of, like, resting against the table. Just kind of leaning forward. She would just look back up at you, after, like, looking down at the coin for a while and just go, well, I don't know how much information you already had about this coin, but I can tell that it's some type of summoning coin. That's the best that I know.
Summoning, you say?
Yes, yes. It also seems to be a little bit more on, well, the infernal type of magic. That's the best I can give you for that one, sweetums.
Oh, my. That's useful. That's useful knowledge.
Now, if you'll be excusing me unless you need me for something else, I'm gonna be taking this now. I should be reaching for the catnip.
But by all means, but I did order this for you. Are you not going to take that as well?
Is this another bribe, or?
A bribe for some additional affection, maybe?
I never did quite understand you. And she'd sit down for a little bit.
Excellent.
So the two of y'all can continue to talk it up. I don't know if you have any specific points that you want to try and get at with her or anything, but otherwise it'd mainly just be idle chatter from what I understand.
If anybody else, I'm trying to think of something, but I can't think of anything at the moment.
That's fair enough.
Go back to this, possibly.
Yeah, we can hop back to this for a little bit. Chrono.
Yeah.
Well, they continue to chatter it up. You would make your way into the party. So, my dude, you're gonna head. You make your way into the party. Where are you looking? You can see that there's 10 different chefs. You see the festivities are going. You can see that Usagi's talking to a random cat lady. You see that Malus is keeping his eye on the dwarf. You never saw him go past you, by the way. You don't know how he got here. You can see everybody else doing their things that I had mentioned before in the past. It's basically just the same thing as before. You can see that some people are dancing, enjoying their time. For the first time ever, you are getting to experience a party.
I would mention...
Chrono's first thoughts are, or his initial and first impression of the party is, why the fuck is this so loud?
There's definitely like a few bards just kind of like playing it up like the best they can. They have decent music, but you know it's just lively music. They're trying to be as loud as possible with it without like being bad at what they're playing, because at the end of the day, with as much chatter as there is, music would get drowned out pretty easily. So.
Gotcha. So, Chrono would attempt to socialize with the first chef he sees, basically.
Okay.
If you want, actually, he could just walk up to it and just realize, ooh, wait, so is Ublix in one of the chef's tents, or?
So it's not really tents, like I said before. It's, there's the serving tables, and then the chefs there's 10 chefs plus Ublak in front of these tables. And then across from them, in between, well, not in between. The chefs are basically in between the serving table and the grills. So the grills are on the left of the chefs, and to the right of them is serving table, basically. It's kind of like buffet style, basically. But if you want something specific, then you can ask them. It's kind of like what you
Chrono would probably avoid the area where Lix is just in case, so they don't, like, scream his name out loud, which would, like, defeat the point.
Fair.
Of him trying to remain anonymous. So he just goes to the first chef he sees and says, hi. Sorry, how does this work? I asked you for food?
There's this, like, dwarf that kind of, like, turns around, like, yeah, no, you... First time, huh?
Yeah, you could say that.
No, I get it. Right, well, any of the food on here you can just grab and just, eat away. I haven't met a person that hasn't been to a party. It's kind of a nuance to me, but, yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just me, I'm a dwarf, what the fuck do I know? We party too much anyways. Yeah, just...
Really?
Yeah, no, halflings and dwarves, we tend to, be a little bit more on the lively scale. Parties are a common festivity for us. But yeah, just grab as much food as you want, it's free, nothing to worry about. Grab some ale, grab some water. Alright, I guess if you don't like liquor, there's always water.
Huh.
But,
Okay.
ale's where it's at, in my opinion.
This is, certainly different from where I used to grow up. It's,
where you
a
from?
little startling. Island, I don't remember the island's name that well.
Orphan?
Yeah.
That happens a lot. That does happen a lot. See too many orphans nowadays. I get it. Well,
Chrono... Oh, sorry.
Oh no, he was just gonna say, well, since you're new to it, enjoy the festivities, do what you can. There's dancing if you want to go dance. There's people having a good time. There's people playing music. Go talk with someone if you want. I don't know. I'm not your dad.
I'm not your dad.
So that's one guy down. You know he's not your dad. There's still a few thousand more people, a few million more people, maybe a few billion more people in the world to go check out. But you know he's not your dad, at least.
Chrono literally.
He
just
could be.
to
He's just in
himself.
denial.
He could just be in
Who my
denial.
dad is.
Okay, so what's Chrono doing?
Chrono just kind of nods to him. He grabs like mostly just meat, like a variety of just meat, no veggies.
Yeah.
And he kind of tries to duck to like the outskirts of town where the music is a little bit quieter to eat.
Yeah. Yeah, you can head out into like the more outskirt area. There's like a few people kind of hanging out around that area, but not as much. There's definitely some other people that don't like having as much noise around them, and those are definitely the people that tend to just be hanging out there. There's not really much chatter with these people. They're kind of keeping to themselves, kind of just eating and then going on their way, type of thing.
Actually, you know what? Chrono is gonna... He sees that Malice and Ublix seem kind of, how should I put this? Like, he knows if he goes to talk to them, it's gonna be loud as heck. So once he sees Usagi, kind of like a little bit away from the music, he approaches them.
Oh, no.
Boy. So
God damn it! No!
So you can get a little bit of your idle chatter in before he starts approaching, sir.
Oh shit. Okay. Well. All right. Well. Okay. So I have one idea.
Mhm.
Well, I have a bit of proposition.
Oh.
Get me wrong, but I don't think you have any transport off this island, do you?
I normally have my ways. I normally just plan to just kidnap another ship because I don't need one normally.
For once I'm on a ship that isn't that actually has a friendly crew for a change. Could always hitch a ride.
Give me by the night to figure out if I'm willing to show up. If you see me by tomorrow, then you know that my answer is yes. I heard that, by listening in a little bit, that the Furbolg's also looking for a ship. If she finds one, or if I find one, we might just depart together instead. But for now, I'll keep that in mind.
I'll be waiting.
She'd finish up the last little bit of her fish, and as she's finishing that up, Chrono.
Actually,
yeah?
Sorry, quick retcon. Sorry, I thought about it, and I just realized, you know what? Chrono would probably be sick of the music at this point and probably just go back to the ship.
That's
Eric
fair.
is
Oh, no.
good with him.
Oh, thank God, he's not cock blocking.
Oh god.
Thought of. Sorry, that's instantly what I thought of.
Oh no. Oh no.
There are 4 types of D&D players.
Usagi is a sentient bard.
Yeah. Ublex is Ublex. They are the wild card. Chrono is Chrono.
Yeah,
Sad one.
he just kind of got his own set of issues.
Yeah. Dude, we have 2 edgy, depressed people, and then we have the 2 bards. That's really what this is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh God,
Moss
is
isn't
Ublex
even
gonna
depressed,
ask
man, it's
Usagi
just
for
existing.
lessons on how to flirt at some point?
Possibly.
Please God, no.
Who knows? Also, yeah, you're right. Mollis isn't depressed. I figured he just kind of was because his race is getting wiped out.
Oh no, he's upset. There's a difference. He's not fucking sad. He's fucking angry.
Oh no, that's also fair.
Not fair.
No, Mollis is the person that I will grab an image and I will send it because it is the most accurate shit for Mollis.
Yeah.
I will hold on. Let me grab it.
Oh boy.
I will send it in fucking NPC visuals because this is just Mollis in a nutshell when it comes to handling people.
Oh no.
He's about to send some stuff. While you send that,
It's sent.
we're gonna continue to try and keep this going. Did you see the NPC visuals? Why'd you? Yeah. Dude, what we're making fun
Yeah,
of
that's a
today. are
crazy
just violent.
NPC.
It's just a frog.
Yeah, we all know there's at least one frog here. That's why.
Yeah.
That's the
So,
frog.
as you're talking,
And I'm going to walk away from the fucking dwarf.
as you're talking to Nekomata, you see a frog appear, and then you see it disintegrate as a beam from space shoots it.
Fucking man.
Don't
I
worry
was
about
right.
that.
That was a frog.
That's a joke. We're not canonizing that.
Yes.
Okay.
It's canon. He said it, people.
No, I
It
said
was
it's
a
not
frog. I
canon.
was right.
All right. Yeah. So
There's a space gecko that's angry.
if you have any last things to say, Usagi, she is about finished up with her food.
Give me like 10 seconds.
I got you. 10 seconds. He's walking away from Dwarf Mollis. What are you doing?
Actually, I'm sorry. Can I do another retcon? I actually just thought
Yeah,
of something
okay, so
Chrono could do.
Okay, so what I understand, Chrono has like eaten, started walking towards Usagi, like nah, starts walking to the
Wait,
ship, nah, actually.
Wait,
Yeah, no,
Okay, I know
Chrono's
what- okay,
just
I know-
like
okay,
me,
I got it,
like,
yeah.
if anyone ever meets me in real life and they're like, oh, I mean, he kind of gave me some really weird vibes. It's just me. Like, I just have bad social anxiety.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, I
that's
have,
fair. That's
okay,
fair.
no, I have an idea.
All right, so let's hit Chrono's thing real fast, and then you can actually, you know what? Nah, no, let's go ahead and do it because we've been trying to get through this bit.
Usagi's thing
So yeah,
done
Usagi, let's
Yeah.
let's hit it up.
Yeah.
It's quick.
Yeah.
It's quick.
Okay.
If you show up, you should probably introduce yourself under a fake name or something.
You know I will. I always have.
Excellent.
Well, until then, and she kind of just get up and just go. I'll see you around.
So will I.
And you see her just kind of fade into one of the alleys.
Excellent.
Chrono.
Okay, so I
Fucking make up your mind.
it would probably be kind of curious how, I am pronouncing this right, Zaria is doing.
Okay.
Because he kind of was the one who first walked in to see the whole, spiel, I guess? Yeah. So I thought maybe naturally he would be curious
That's
about
fair.
her.
That's
So
fair.
he would go try to find her during the party.
Yeah, so, I mean, you can see them pretty easily up. They're a little tucked a little bit more to the side, but, Phaler and, Zaray is talking. They've just been doing some idle chatter, just kind of talking side by side. So the drow and the, well, you think it might be a satyr, but you're not sure. Because the legs don't really quite match up, because satyrs normally have more, like, deer-like legs, but it's way more humanish, so...
Oh, gotcha.
But a decent guess is probably satyr, maybe.
As Chrono walks up to them, he would probably take off his hood, so just in case so they recognize him.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he'll say, hi, how are you two faring?
Oh, good to see you. Glad I didn't know if you're gonna come back off the ship or not. Yeah, it's good seeing you. Well, at least I know I'm doing well, though ear still kind of stinks a bit, but I know I'm doing well at least. And Zoray would just kind of look back over and just go, I'm mainly fine, just trying to get the wound to settle down a bit. It's similar with the thing. I'm sure you can understand it definitely stings a bit. I'm not used to being attacked.
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't really do much to help you back there.
I mean, you
How
tried.
should I,
You.
how should I put this? That was my second time technically fighting pirates, and I forgot that the element of surprise is usually a necessary component in those types of battles.
Yeah, but it's okay. I don't think you would have had much of a shot trying to take on the quartermaster and the captain by yourself. I don't think that would have gone well.
Yeah.
So maybe that's for the best.
I can agree with that.
But how are you? I mean, from what I can see, you're pretty banged up yourself.
Weirdly enough, I feel okay-ish. I've never really been in a battle quite like that before, so I thought there'd be a little bit more long-lasting effects, but no, that'd just be my old pair of goggles.
That's fair. I may have something for your group later on in the morning. I just need to make sure that it's fully intact, later after tonight.
Okay. What is it?
It's something that kind of came to mind, but we do have, or at least I did have a fishing boat. I don't know if that would be of any use to you. I know you're running around with a Navy ship, but I don't know if it's intact either, though, so it might be best if I went to go check first.
Oh.
Maul would make his way over there.
Maul's making his way over? Gotcha.
Yeah, because they're his people. He's like, all right, there's 2 people. There's 3 people I actually fucking know.
Fair.
And I don't know what the fuck Usagi's doing, and I don't want to deal with that.
I want to mention...
Hey, Usagi's busy. Hey, Usagi has more game than you ever will. Man.
I want to mention this.
He's got two ladies coming after him, man.
Hell yeah.
Chrono, said,
That weigh at least like 5 times him.
Fair.
Chrono will just say,
Bro's gonna get crushed.
I'll have to think, and then suddenly
it will be worth it.
he stops talking,
Mm-hmm.
as he never really rested, technically, ever since that whole battle,
Yep.
and then he just started training, and then all of a sudden he just kind of collapses. and you just
Oh.
hear him go, "Ow."
Fedor would kind of just like spring up a little bit, and as he springs up to try and help it, he feels that that slash in his shoulder, just kind of sting, pretty harsh too as well. So you can see like he gets up to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna help this guy." Fuck, ow, fuck.
And Chrono just kind of starts waving one of his hands like, "No, it's okay.
No, are you?
Get up. I just
Alright.
need to rest
Alright.
here for like 5 minutes maybe."
I mean, there's a chair here. Do you want help to the chair? Or
No,
I can
no,
help
no,
you?
the ground's good.
No,
The
are you
ground
sure?
feels
Are you
good.
sure?
No,
I'm going to pick
the
his
ground's
ass
cold.
up.
No, the coldness on the ground is actually helping right now.
Athletic check, Malice.
Ah, yes, with my gaping wound.
God, no.
How many slashes actually connected? Because
and-
and where are they on his body? Because like, I don't imagine those slashes went away.
Yeah, no,
Like-
there was like 7 deep cuts from that legendary action. So
Fucking neat.
yeah, so there's like one across, directly diagonally across the chest. 2 on the right shoulder, 2 on the left shoulder to try and like weaken the arms basically. And then the other 2, there's one on the side of the ribs, kind of going across. And there's one that almost hit the neck, but ended up hitting like basically the side of his like left side of his left side of his face.
Yeah, so he looks fucking terrible. And he is acknowledged this and has moved on.
Fair.
He would walk up and look down at Chrono and he's like, "You sure you want to stay on the floor?"
You can tell like now that he's actually started to rest, his tone sounds like a lot more tired. Now that he's finally given himself a minute.
Mollis is gonna pick him up so he doesn't fall asleep. That's the new concern for Mollis. He's like, I don't have the mental capacity nor the strength to deal with your ass passing out on the fucking floor.
Okay, you know what? Just for fun. Right as Malice picks Chrono up, his head just kind of dangles as he is like now very asleep.
There you
Don't
go.
tempt Mollis, he will fucking shake you.
Yeah, you can lift him up with that. Yeah, you lift this asleep man up basically. You just put him up in a chair.
Yeah. And then Mollis would sit down on his own like, because I imagine I'm sitting there, I'm looking at him like, no, every time he does anything with his arms, there's fucking agony, and he's having to grit his teeth.
Fair.
Because there's his shoulder wounds that he's got to deal with.
Oh man. All right,
Ooh.
and one last thing before we end off. Toasted Ghost, Isa.
Yo, what's up?
I'm going to be bringing you to a different VC for a split second. So
Oh,
real quick.
I'm in trouble.
Okay.
Ah!
Hi.
What's up, man?
So here's the thing, right?
Oh.
As the night would begin to fade, you would eventually stop cooking. You know, you'd go back to the ship, or you would start prepping to head back to the ship with the rest.
Right.
You would get a ping in your head.
Ah!
And
Wait, these don't hurt, do they?
it's the lady.
Oh yeah.
You would hear her go through her message-like form, just go, "You should head behind the prison. I have a circle there. You can meet me from there."
Ooh, guess I'm gonna head to the prison.
All right.
Thanks, Shoddy.
So you head to the back of the prison, and this is something that only you as a person can see. It's
Okay.
despite you only being a week old, weirdly enough, you have a feeling that only you can see these circles. Most likely due to the patron that you have. When you stand on this circle, you have a feeling that you're supposed to pour specifically honey on it. And for some reason, you have honey.
Yes!
You don't know where you got it from, but you have it. Do you pour the honey?
I pour the honey.
All right. As you begin to pour the honey, you would see a bright white flash as you're blinded, and then your eyes slowly adjust as you are in your patron's domain. And you are now looking Hemilitia dead in the eye. Now, I am once again going to resend you, and only you, into your DM specifically, a picture of what she looks like. Though I think I've sent it to you before, I want you to, be able to remember exactly what she looks like. You're looking at Hemilitia Felon, to be specific. She is, and let me find your DMs here. Skibbity boot, where are you? There's Skibbity Toilet. There it is. Okay. Skibbity Toilet. You see this lady. It is a light elf lady. She has this black witch hat that has a crown of floral design. Basically just like branches and flowers just going around the brim of the hat. She has this long, blonde, platinum blonde hair. That kind of goes back down, like halfway down her back, almost down to her hips, actually. Now I should clarify a little bit more. She has a more natural scholar-like robe, more like a wizard of the sort. That is like this black color with these like golden gilded designs that go around the sleeves and the, around like the opening areas. It's a little bit more open, as you can see a bit of the chest, but she wears a corset that covers her chest itself and down. The robe itself acts more like a jacket in that fashion, as it doesn't fully cover the entire body. And then she has this like golden belt. And the robe normally acts more as pants, though. If there is any pants underneath there, you at least can't see it, because the robe kind of covers it. We're kind of similar to like a dress. She also has this like golden choker that kind of goes around her neck. And these like very dangly earrings.
Ooh.
She just kind of looked to you, and she is just sitting in a chair, as it is a magic domain, so you're not like in her world or anything. But she has a chair for you as well on the opposite side to face towards her. She'll just go, "Please take a seat." So,
Okay.
so
Okay.
I realized that you don't seem to remember much ever since you've been into this form. That's why I told you to stick around with those people, and it might actually be of the best. Something about them gives me a good feeling. Now, the one thing I've always had you as a compatriot of the contract is that you're supposed to gain me information that I might be of interested in. And vice versa, I'm going to try and help you regain your memory back, so you can remember what's happened. Because it's obvious to me that you don't seem to remember anything. So we're going to try and fix that. I'd tell you outright, but the gods of your world would kill me. And I'd rather not die. So, Blex, here's what you're going to do. I've already looked at the North Pose. You should be completely good to go to your next location. You might find some information there. I can't say too much, but just keep an eye out. You might find some stuff. And, keep up the good work. You did a good thing today.
Thank you. I'm still like getting used to everything. Please keep helping me. I appreciate it.
Of course. And if you ever have any questions, just keep an eye out for my circles. As long as you have those, you can contact me. Whenever I send those little pings in your head, it's a one-way, so I won't be able to hear anything you say back. So just, if you need anything, get a hold of me through the circles. You can see them. You'll find them.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, well, you take care of yourself, get a good night's sleep, and stay safe. And you'd see her just kind of wave her hand in a specific motion, almost like a spiral. As you see these like sparkles from her hands just kind of rise up and then dissipate as another flash happens and you're back in the world. And I'm going to drag you back out of EC now and into the other.
Remember,
Oh, good, he's back.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
man return.
Yeah.
It returned from the void.
Yeah, so Malus, you're the only one that would probably see it. Actually, Yusuke, you'd also see this too. You'd see that Ublex would have walked off to go deal with something.
Oh?
So yeah.
Neat.
If that is all that you guys wish to do for the party, you guys can head back to the ship when the party's over, and that's where we'll end the session.
I'm gonna do just that. And
Good.
wait.
All
and
right.
wait for the potential new passenger. Hee hee.
You never know. All right.
Wallace would ensure that the fucking dwarf gets back.
Yeah, you'd see that he like at some point started talking to the kitsune, Miko. Just like, and you can see that Miko is standing there like, what the fuck are you saying? And then you just drag him off.
Mollis is also passively looking to see when Ublex returns.
That's fair. Yeah.
But also, you can see that Usagi is like looking over his shoulder at some point to like. He's looking for somebody. None of you have any idea who it is.
Frodo is somehow, despite you all saw him falling asleep earlier, is somehow the first one back on the ship already asleep.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Time distortion's a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be like a good 5 minutes before you saw Ublex come out around the corner. But you guys would all get safely back to the ship, so.
Yep. Good.
Yeah.
Looking for any blood on her body.
What?
My God.
There's
my
no
God.
blood.
There's
my God.
no blood.
Just
My
ball
God,
bearings.
My God, I can't wait to go shopping tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Very important because, my God, I got all this money and I need to do something with it.
That's fair.
Actually,
So
buy
full of
stuff.
ball bearings.
Hell yeah.
Saving money.
I started
Saving
this
money's for
camp-
losers.
I started this campaign out with 9 gold. Like, I should really buy some equipment or something.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
need any fucking equipment.
So, are we... Okay, I'll ask you in session.
This is the end of today's session. Thank you all for watching, and thank the players for showing up for today. Appreciate that nobody's vacant or absent. Keeps my boat a little bit easier to run. That being said, I thank you all for watching this episode. And I will see everyone later. Or not. It's really up to you if you plan to show up here again, but it'd be nice if you did. Everybody want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye.
Alright. Dylan's dead. Bye.